Like, come on. Like, right there. It's way down at the bottom.
Delete products.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I mean, to get to it, they have to scroll all the way to the bottom. They have to scroll past all of this to get to that. And when they make a change, there's a big save button right here, so they don't even have to scroll that far to save it.
You just put red flashing exclamation points next to it.
Let's see. Let's see how bad it is to delete it. So let's see. I'm gonna duplicate this because I don't really actually want to delete my product.
Not after having how I did that.
Well, let me put it on big screen first. So our one viewer can watch it.
Our one viewer. Yeah. So it's super simple, you know, like, oh, you hit the big red button. Look at this. We even have a warning. Warning, this is deleting it. Are you sure you want to delete? Like, why? Like, why? I don't know.
That is enticing.
It is very enticing. It's a big red button. You
should probably change that.
Well, I'm going to push it right now.
I just did. But that's because I made an extra product. I don't want that there. Oh, goodness.
That's better.
But it's just stupid. Come on. There we go.
They just changed our system at work. Same system, but they did all these, put in air quotes, upgrades. And before it used to be like little panels and you could click on it and there was color codes and everything, but now every single screen is a dull white and blue. So half the time you don't even know what screen you're on. Oh, it was a heartache the first day.
Well, this one, the new system that we put in, it turned everything purple, and we had so many people angry because their admin panel was now a girly purple.
I don't like purple.
Yeah, they really didn't. They really did not like purple.
No one could handle change. Right? And what's funny is it happened Monday past, and I started at 7:30. The next guy came in at 8, and by 8:05, he's asking me all these questions. I'm like, listen, fucker, I just started at 2. I don't know the answers.
Yeah, no. Well, they figured from 2 you should have some answers. But no, I've been working on this site today. Well, earlier today, before work, I was working on it a little bit. Adding more products, and more products. I love it.
OTA TVs. Yeah, you 2 ATVs. You have a link on your Instagram message if you want to join me.
Yay! I actually don't have YouTube up. I need to do that so I can see the side chat.
Well, it doesn't look like anybody's on yet, so.
Joel Sweatman, 2 ATVs is there.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So now I'm watching too, so you can get the extra one.
I was just saying to Jester earlier that I watched Red's video today saying he's going to switch to Sunday for his Red One radio.
Why? Why would he do that?
Because he got a job.
He's got a job and it keeps him late. So which I understand. It's not an on purpose thing, but I just hope he starts. If he starts later, it's fine. Then I could just do mine and guys say, "Hey guys, shutting it down. Go see Reds."
I could do that.
I just don't know what time he usually starts. I can't remember.
10:30.
Your time.
No, he's not that late.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your time. Yeah. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
10:30. Well, what time is it there now?
5:42.
5. So you're 2 hours. So 10:30. So it'll be 8:30. So I start at 7. That's an hour and a half. That's long enough for my. I was almost thinking of switching to 6 my time, which is 8 your time, to give Holler a chance to come in a bit longer.
That would work too.
Yeah, but the hard part is I get off at 5 on Sundays.
Oh, so it's maybe give yourself a little bit extra time. Maybe just
because usually I set it all up at work, and when I come home, I just plug it in and hit start. But
What you need to do is maybe send out so you can start right away. Get the link set up beforehand.
yeah, I could start Google's
Right away.
Google Hangout before I leave work.
And then just say everybody's going to be there at that time.
We have
Well,
a,
an hour and a half. You usually get tired of us by then, so it's about right.
You're usually the one that wants to leave, and then we just stick around.
well, upper management usually wants me to leave.
Gotcha.
Well, I gotta move where I'm at because I'm right in the middle of the living room, and it makes everyone's got to tippy toe around me, and right, so it makes it awkward for them.
They don't really have to tippy toe so much, as long as it's not like stomping around and throwing stuff and breaking stuff. We don't mind hearing them, and I don't think anyone else does.
No. I know.
It's life.
Yeah, so that's my dilemma. I don't know what to do.
Well, Sunday's going to be so complicated because now we got The Walking Dead back on. So I mean,
That's I seen that. I seen someone write that in the chat the other day. The TWD. I'm thinking, what the hell is that? And I had to go type TWD in Google to see what came up. I was afraid. I didn't know what was.
Oh.
I was like, Walking Dead. Thank God, it's not something else.
Yeah, that could have been awkward.
Can you guys hear me?
Come on.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, my
And see
computer
you.
kind of screwed up, so now I'm on my phone.
Yeah, we see
Hey,
you as
see
well.
me?
Hi.
Oh,
Hey,
You're fine. Don't worry. You did a partial face reveal here.
no, he revealed the other day too.
crap right
Did
now.
you?
Yeah, he always does.
Aye, that's fine. There are worse reveals. Let's see.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
What night was that? Back row joined in and just zoomed in on his crotch.
Oh yeah, that was funny. That
That's
was a couple weeks ago.
yep.
And then they just stayed there. Just leave it there the whole time.
Someone said something at work the other day. I found it was quite interesting. Where I work at Ford and stuff, right? They said, Ford vehicles are a lot more interesting if you put the word anal in front of it.
Huh.
Ford Probe,
Anal, huh?
Anal Probe, Anal Explorer, Anal Expedition.
Oh, okay. Okay. There we go.
Gotcha.
I was just thinking Ford, and I'm like, anal Ford. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Not really a
Ford anal
person.
Bronco.
No, don't use the word Ford. Just the
Anal
vehicle.
Bronco, huh? Porn name right there.
Anal Fiesta.
Oh, that just sounds so wrong.
As I
That
say, it
sounds
makes
like
it
a
more
dip.
interesting. Sounds like a dip, yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely did something. Just not sure what. Oh goodness.
Yeah, and well, see now you're late showing up, Sarah. That gray motorcycle in the picture, CBR. Did you see it on Instagram or no?
Let me go. There.
Probably put it in the side check. I was technically competent.
Of course. The first thing I open is when I open up Instagram is a naked person. Oh God, I didn't like it. No, don't like it. Naked people on bikes. No thanks.
Well, that's Backroads. Deep's house.
Yes.
That was funny.
You should read the comments on that one though.
I'll have to go back and look at it because there wasn't any when I looked at it.
Well, I put one on there.
Yeah, no.
And
It just was not what I was expecting when I opened up my Instagram.
oh yeah, sure.
Just like the Miss Peaches boobs picture.
Oh, the Sunday one?
Yes.
That one was awesome. I was like, oh, yes, please.
Yeah, I got the reaction from the guys. All I was thinking of was, God, that would be so sticky. It'd be hard to clean off.
Oh, was that the one with the chocolate?
How do we copy this shit?
There might have been chocolate, and it was more so boobs inside of sundae cups.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I seen
Oh.
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, so Leaky, did you see my picture I posted on Instagram?
Who's this? Who's talking?
That was me.
Probably did.
The Rio 911.
Well, how long ago?
It was a couple days ago.
Oh,
Okay,
I probably did then.
I tagged you in it, so I've always wondered.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the that picture now. What was the question about it?
That was the one that when you showed that picture on Sunday, and when you're trying to be Hitler.
Oh
And
no, I
said
didn't. I don't.
You look like a Super Troopers or whatever, or you could pull off a Super Troopers. That was the guy I was thinking of.
Second, no, I don't think I have that one. I've seen it. Oh, the cop?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I seen it, but I never liked it. Now I did.
Yeah, that was the that
You
was
know what?
who I was
100% honest with you,
wasn't-
that one didn't pop up on my notification.
See, I wonder if it would do that or not because I've tagged a couple people and they never have responded. So, it doesn't surprise me.
No, it did not.
But anyways, that's what I was thinking of when I said you could pull off the Super Trooper thing. It was
Oh, okay,
Rio
I get you
911.
now. Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
Huh.
yeah.
I'm just looking back. See, all your other ones, they come on my normal feed, but
Right.
I'm
The
not
one
the
where-
only one who hasn't gotten notifications.
and the one you tagged my last live stream popped up. Come over
That's
to my
weird.
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, half the time my stuff doesn't come through either. I have to constantly be looking for it on Instagram. 'Cause that probably has something to do with the fact that I have two channels constantly going.
But what I've noticed is sometimes I'll put something on there and I'll pop up and something will be on the screen. I'm like, I didn't get a notification for that. I could totally have to close down Instagram, and when I open it back up, it's all there.
Well,
So I don't know.
I got a bunch of likes on a post that I made on my business one today, and I definitely didn't get 19 notifications that I had likes or comments on my posts. It's kind of nice though to log in and see that.
Yeah. Did you
I
see
didn't
that?
get
Sorry.
notifications either.
Did you see that bike, Saravina?
Yeah, I did. What was it? What was up with it?
Oh, I went down and looked at that last night. It's a coworker of mine. I asked him way back last year, and I don't know if he took me serious or not. But anyway, I asked him again. I said, what about your bike? You're going to sell it to me? I asked him to do it on payments. He said, oh, yeah, let's talk.
Well, that'd be cool.
So I went and talked to him, and yeah, he's going to do it. He's going to do it up on payments for me. And
Well, that'll be good, and then it'll get sold for him probably for the price he wants, and it'll get a bike with payments instead.
yeah, well, it's just because he knows me. He's moving away. He's going to get a job somewhere, and he doesn't really want to take it with him.
No, I don't. I understand completely.
Yeah, so if that works,
I would personally bring it with me because that's my bikes are coming with. I'm trailering all of my bikes with me.
yeah. But he's kind of getting sick of it now. He wants to upgrade to something newer. Like
That makes sense. I would just get another bike to go with it. That's just me. And my collector attitude.
It's not about you, okay?
Hey, can you
I know not everybody's crazy like I am.
Is it loud?
Yeah, it is.
Play the final countdown.
I could change the volume.
Oh, I'm talking to one of my guys. I'm miking up a piano. So, speaking of miking up, I think the tuner's here.
I still can't get over. That's one thing I hate about the northern communities and
How's
teenagers.
it going? I'm John.
For some reason, they don't feel the cold. They got to go out with no winter jacket, no hat.
Thank you.
Yeah, they feel it. They definitely don't feel the cold the same. It is ever so slightly irritating.
Yes,
That must be a Canadian thing.
at
'cause
least within.
Hey,
I was-
Ken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shouldn't move because
My
when
brother.
I was
He'll,
a teen, I felt it big time.
I've already mic'd it, so it shouldn't go.
yeah, it could be. 'Cause my brother, like he will. He's a little bit older than me, and he will still take out the garbage in flip flops, even if it's snow on the ground. Or he'll do it in bare feet. He don't care.
No, I see people go with just like a thin jacket, jeans, no hat, no mitts, no nothing,
Because the cold doesn't
Because-
bother my mom.
because they don't want to look uncool.
Stand.
You know. See, my mom, the cold doesn't bother her. She had the AC on until it reached about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. She had the AC on.
40 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
That's about what it is here now.
Yeah, no.
See,
she
I
had
have
the
no
AC
hold in
on.
this conversation because I don't have real cold out here. So
Where are you at, if you don't mind me asking?
Arizona.
And
Oh,
to
yeah.
you, sir, you get the
What,
middle
like
finger.
80 degrees there right now?
Do what?
It's probably what, like 80, 85 degrees there right now?
Yeah, right about there.
So it's 62 degrees Fahrenheit or 17 degrees Celsius right now where I am.
Nice.
Not bad at all. Nice. It's about 38.
Niagara,
degrees
right?
here.
Yeah, Niagara area. I don't know. I haven't been outside today. I've just been looking at it from my window. That's what happens when you roll out of bed, go to work, and then roll back into bed after work because
Actually, I think it's not bad here, guys. I had the Mustang out today.
Does Niagara Falls, does it like freeze at all?
yeah.
Just a little?
Oh yeah. No, it I mean, we've gotten some pretty good snowstorms. I think last year our biggest snowstorm had maybe 2 or 3 feet of snow, and then it was gone. And then I went back to bike riding. I don't know. Like the last couple of years have been really, 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 really light. So we're expecting it to be bad this year, just because we've had way
Yeah.
too many good years.
Yeah, same
Um,
here in Indiana.
It's 64 Fahrenheit here right now. Whatever that. 68 is 20, so.
Where I'm at, the reason in our temperatures are a little bit weird compared to the rest of Canada is we're stuck between 2 lakes. So so we never really rapidly get hot or cold. The lakes kind of keep us kind of like it's a slower progression between hot and cold because they help monitor it. And we're at the angle we're at. The wind doesn't usually go all the way down the lakes and get us with lake effect. So Buffalo, right across the river, because they're at the end of the lake, they get troused, just absolutely troused. They'll get 4, 5, 6 feet of snow on a regular basis, and we just kind of look at them and we're like, we didn't get anything. What the hell?
Buffalo, New York? I think.
Buffalo, New York, yeah, they just get destroyed every year when it comes to snow, and literally us being 30 minutes away. Don't nearly get it as often. The last time we got a really bad, like really, really bad snowstorm was back in like 77. I mean, we get snow, but not like that. Like that one was covering buildings. It was enough snow to cover a bus. Snow.
Yeah, we had in Indiana, I think it was either in 77 or 78. I think it was 78. There was a huge snowstorm, like out in the country, and it was like the snow had probably stacked 10, 11 feet up in the air. Like my mom said that it was over their roof.
Jester's music is kind of making it sound more dramatic.
It is. It's kind of awesome.
I turned you down, Jester, but we can still hear it a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's pretty good
Uh,
considering it's come straight
makes,
from the phone.
Makes my story kind of creepy. I like it.
Yeah, it does kind of make it a little creepy. Amazing.
Pause for dramatic effect.
Yeah, definitely dramatic.
That's what happens when your auditorium has great acoustics.
That's pretty
My
cool.
daughter just got a guitar.
Oh yeah, what kind?
I have no idea. Got strings and it's long, hooked to a box that makes it louder.
Well, there you got some that it's potentially electric. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the word. My brother was in a band, and my son tried it, and my daughter.
Yeah,
He
no,
was in a band, and he had to give it up because he keeps passing out and stuff, and losing his vertigo, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the music or not. I was eventually gonna use one of his songs as the opening of my motovlog if I did it.
Well, at least you wouldn't have gotten tagged for copyright.
Copyright?
Yeah, you wouldn't get dinged for copyright.
Well, I don't know because I don't know if he owns his own. Does he own his own music if they play it? How's that work? Not necessarily.
Ooh, that's an idea. I can
I'd
use
have
some
to
of
find
my
out.
old. I can use some of my old band music for intro.
Yeah, the intros that my fiance wants to use, he wants to actually make his own. And I started laughing at him. I'm like, honey, you haven't played your guitar in, I don't know. He said it's been since college, so six or so years.
And I used to be able to play the trombone, and I can't remember anything from the trombone.
The only musical instrument that I know how to play is I can do the I think it's called the C scale on the piano. That's it. And maybe
That's the chromatic scale, and that's every key.
Yeah.
Or every note.
You know what though? At least I can do it with both hands. I can do it with one hand at a time. I can't do both hands at the same time. That's where I screw up. Yeah, no,
We're still talking about music?
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah, carry on. Oh God, I don't think I want to carry on that conversation. It sounds like you're thinking way too much into it.
Don't dirty it up today, Sarah.
I was going to say, was that a segue?
No talking
into,
about
Sugar
sugar
Bush?
bushes this live stream.
It only took her 3 minutes last live stream.
I did not bring up the.
Actually, you know what? I went back and looked at it. Prairie was talking about his hat and shipping it out and with shit in it.
Yep.
And that's just when you jumped in.
Yeah. I told you it wasn't me.
I went back and listened to it too.
But you made it worse.
Prairie Boy.
I knew it wasn't me because
No.
I don't generally start that particular conversation. That was awesome. Though I have been known to be a bit of a shit disturber at times.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just knew that it wasn't me that time.
No. There was a conversation between him and Weeaboo about if it's legal to ship it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
then,
right.
then I brought up the glitter bomb thing.
And then you just went.
Yep.
You stomped it over your foot like a burning bag of shit. You just stomped it out.
You helped that conversation out quite a bit. Going forward.
Glitter bomb.
A hat is really disgusting.
Oh God, yeah, that was fun.
I think Joel Sweatman's coming in now. I'll find out who he is.
So I've been doing that diet that Ian 8187 has been talking about, and I'll tell you, I am starving. I'm starving.
Like the keto diet, I think.
Yes, the keto diet, because
that would kill me.
It's about killing me. I'm hoping that it's not what started my headache today, but I don't think so.
I just think people just need to eat in smaller portions and more of them. You'll train your brain.
I'm working on that. I just
want a lasagna diet.
Hey, Joel.
Lasagna diet.
Can't hear you.
Nope. Still no audio.
Better learn
I've
sign
had
language.
issues with those Apple headphones where they just don't work.
Yeah, no, those Apple ones are bad.
especially for hangouts. I have no idea why they do that.
Yeah, no, I've been trying this one out. I've actually done a very similar diet to it before, and it worked really well, and I felt fantastic. So I'm just going a little stricter this time than I did that time.
Poor Joel. It's not working.
We still can't hear you, Joel.
Maybe unplug them back in.
Or maybe if you have to, if your laptop has the mic, just set it up so the laptop mic works. Yeah, nope, nothing yet.
We'll just stare at you and make it awkward.
Oh, there you go. Except you can't see us.
No?
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing up the creepy level.
Who, me?
No, not you.
My eyes are extremely beautiful. That hurts my feelings.
Well, they could be, except in context.
I know.
I'll tell you, when my fiance does that, he does it at the camera every so often. He'll do like his creepy eye look, and then you just look at it, I just want to laugh because it is the creepiest thing. Creepy.
Yeah. What I always found was creepy is I have a couple of my friends and I know it freaks me out and grosses me out, so they do it. It's like those people who like they like pull their like eyelid up and they like touch their eye.
No thanks.
And
You're talking about the.
I have a friend that can do that.
All right, guys, I got to shut it down. Miss Peaches just wrote me, said I didn't run it by her, the security team, so.
Uh-oh.
She's my security.
There's no venting or vetting, whatever they call it.
Vetting. I told her she's security, so.
Nice.
She just put it on Instagram. You didn't run it by security. I was like, oh shit.
Well, technically, you did write it earlier, so security's fallen down on the job.
That's it. She's gonna get replaced. That's it. We're gonna strip her.
She responded as quick as IT does.
What? Sometime Thursday morning and next week?
Right. Well, it is 3 o'clock on a Friday, so, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Though, it depends on the business, because our IT department seems to answer very, very, very quickly. For the most part. They're actually the quickest group.
Oh, does she? She just answered back. She's there. Haha, what?
Tell her to quit messaging and get on here.
She'll never come on to live stream.
Oh, really?
No. Maybe before it goes live.
She did call into Red once.
So did
yeah,
I
you're right.
once.
She did.
I was actually on with Red once after hours. Like he shut her down, and the whole time he was arguing with KITB about who'd win a foot race. I couldn't even get a chance to talk. And then that's about it.
It's kind of funny. We end up having the best conversations when we're off air.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not worried about, being hated or, and I'm at the wrong.
Well, I'm not worried about that anyways,
Okay, that makes more sense.
Bill Sand on Instagram. Oh, security's here. Good. We're all good now. We're all good. We're safe.
I responded with my wrong account. That's my old account.
Yeah, if I wasn't on my phone, I'd take a picture and put it on Instagram so you guys could see my work. But
how do we do this? It's so bad. I'm gonna go take a course on Snowflake technology. All right, I gotta find Joel. Hi, Justin
Hey,
Pearson.
so I don't know if you said it or not, but when are you supposed to get the bike?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna do up some paper stuff this weekend. I told him too, if it's nice, I'm gonna go for a ride. So I might even do that tonight.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to him.
He said he was going to work on the fork seals or something.
Yeah, it's another guy that works with us does them.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
gonna do that first. But I kind of, when I was talking to him, I kind of said to him I didn't really want to take it till it was until I had it at least half paid, like security
Yeah.
for him too, kind of thing.
Right.
But if he's leaving town, I might. Quinkadinkly, he only lives about, I don't know, a block down the same street I'm on. It's funny, he gave me the address. I was like, that's my street. But yeah, if he wants, he might even just let me take it.
Yeah,
But I won't.
I gotta get my fork seals replaced. I've still been riding with them leaking
But
and stuff.
I won't ride it until I got it paid for or whatever. I wouldn't do that to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it like riding on a bike with bad fork seals? Is it just more bumpy or?
Well, it depends on the forks if they're inverted or not. Like mine are pointed upwards, so if I'm like I didn't lose all my oil, it just leaks because all the oil sits in the bottom of the fork. Where the other design, the like what most sport bikes have, they're upside down or right side up, I guess,
There you go, I
whichever way
found
you
them.
look at it. It'll dump all the oil out.
And I can imagine that can be a little dangerous.
Okay, Joel, I sent it on Instagram message. If I did it right.
Yeah, I've been slacking off because I want to redo the springs for my weight when I do the seal, since I got to tear it all apart anyways. But I've just
You
been
can see in
slacking
a
off.
picture what kind of if it's inverted. I think it is inverted.
Yeah, typically CBRs are, so.
Yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know. I know I can drive it. I'm just kind of nervous.
What year is it?
2003. And it has, I guess if you put in a miles, it's got about 14,000 miles, a little less than 14,000.
Nice.
All original.
Yeah, I got my my bike in January. It's 02 and it had 99 on it. 9,900 on it.
Like I say that again, Peaches is asking. It's a 2003 CBR 600. My coworker has it. He's willing to let me take it on payments. I haven't picked it up yet. It's in the picture on my Instagram. Hello, Rocket. Rocket's in the side chat. Where'd you go, Sarah?
So yeah, for some strange reason my phone's decided to be computer's decided to be an asshole. Not recognizing that I have internet.
Did you pay your bill? Did you click?
I
Did you
assume
click
that's
the
what
big red button?
Yeah,
You
no, I
deleted
clicked
the internet.
an orange button a few minutes.
Oh, I just found my easy
The
button in
internet.
the garage the other day.
But there we go. It actually is figuring this out. I'm gonna put you back on the computer because, God, my poor phone. There we go. Oh God, it's gonna hang up on the.
God, you're twins. There's
God,
two of you. No.
That Serafina chick needs to make up her mind if she's going to join or leave.
I'm
actually-
here. Leave me alone.
Yeah, actually, that mic is better too.
I switched. I know. That's why I wanted to be on this mic. Oh God, no,
Did I
that
say
was just
better?
very
I meant
strange because
louder.
we were talking. Wow, that's not very nice. Is louder better? Depends on what your
Depends on
context
what
on
you're
that
saying.
one.
Hey, everything I get say gets twisted by women, anyways.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fine is not fine.
Oh. If you make yourself such a big target, it's gonna happen.
That's a good point. Touche.
Well, I spent way too much time on the internet to not have a bit of an odd concept or view on life. Way too much
Yeah,
online
but
gaming with guys.
some women are just too crazy.
Some are.
It's like I'm gonna go to the store and then I'm gonna go to pick up this. Oh, you're going to sleep with someone, aren't you? What the fuck? That's not what I said.
So no, I've never done that to any of my my boyfriends.
For example.
Yeah, no. It's probably an apt example because some girls are pretty insecure.
In my opinion, honestly, if you're that insecure, you shouldn't be in a relationship in the first place.
Well, see, the girls that are like that are generally the ones that can't be out of a relationship because they're not secure with themselves. They feel like they have to be in a relationship, which is not a good reason to be in a relationship.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Second now, Peaches. Is Peaches still here? If she joined in late, she didn't hear any of my earlier conversation. Peaches, what time does Red's show start usually? His Red One Radio?
Usually like 10 or 11. Eastern time. See, you're Mountain time, aren't you?
Well, no, she can go California time if she's there. Write it in. I think it's 7:30 their time.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Well, I could work around that. I don't say he'll go earlier anyway. Time to 460. Jess, are you gonna play a full song or just?
That ain't me. It's a tuner.
You're just tuning it, right?
Oh.
Yeah. I need one of those for this piano that's down here. It is so old.
Yeah, she
I
said
tried
7.
moving.
She said 7:30.
I actually tried. I tried actually moving this piano by myself about a month back. Big mistake. I think I almost threw my shoulder out. It was horrible. It's very heavy.
Yeah.
It's one of those old the taller pianos, not like a grand, but upwards.
Upright.
Need Jester to do one of those. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. It was a wedding gift that my dad got from my mother. So 40-something years ago.
Did you guys hear that?
It's an old piano.
A little bit.
I'm sorry.
I've gotten used to it now. I don't barely hear it anymore.
It's been like, is that an actual? Is that like a full piano or is that a keyboard?
It's a real.
You would. I don't think you would. It wouldn't. You. I don't. Yeah.
You don't tune
I don't
the
think you'd
keyboard.
waste your money on a tuner for an electric. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they have their own knobs for tuning.
Yeah. This poor piano's been sitting here. I don't think it's been used in close to 15 years.
That's my daughter wants a piano too.
Yeah, I don't think we could get it out of the house nowadays. It's so freaking big.
I know a lady that has a one of those pianos that plays all by itself. And it's from
the reel.
Yeah, it's from like the 1920s or 30s, I think.
Yeah, what are those called?
The ones you always see in the saloon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Saloon something of another.
Those are quite collectible and quite expensive too.
Yeah.
Why?
But
do you
anything
not
that
see
old
that,
is
Chad?
generally pretty expensive.
Especially if it's in good shape. I mean, yeah, it came with like 10
Yeah.
or 15 songs. And it's really cool. They're on like this like roll of paper with like they got like metal pieces in them, I think.
What
Pianola.
you need to do is mess with somebody. Don't tell them what it is, and then just start putting the music on and say that it's a ghost playing it.
It's called a pianola. Piano. I don't know. Piano that ends with LA. Pianola. So anyway, I could play if I had one of those.
You could. It would make it a lot easier on you to play.
So people in the side chat were talking about, I usually start 7 my time, which is 6 in California. So I may either start a half hour earlier, that'll get me the full 2 hours, or just run it for an hour and a half. If he starts at 7:30, that'll be 8:30 my time.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
do that. That would work.
Well, and Mrs. Peach's boyfriend might be able to get on longer before he goes to work.
That would work too.
Because a half hour is just about as much as I can go. By the time I get home from work, prepare, kick my family out. And then tell everyone to go see Red. Or stay. I don't care. Yeah, but I
is
really
it on
need to
Red,
know.
Is it on Red's channel or Ghost Ninja's channel this week? I think it's on Red's.
No,
On
wait,
Sunday,
it's
it'll
on-
be on Reds because
it's
he's
his
not
Red
moving
One
his.
Radio.
Yeah, tonight would be on Ghost Ninjas.
Yeah, it was really bad. Like Miss Peach has put in the side chat. He might be changing his times too. Let's just send him a message. Not like he's not following me or nothing.
Well, we'll figure them out. As long as, to me, as long as they're after 5 o'clock Eastern Standard, I'm good.
Yeah, so
If I
maybe
never work later than that.
I think maybe I'll start at 6:30 this Sunday and go from there. I can't, whatever. I don't own YouTube. So. Joel, how else can I send? Joel, you got email? I can send it to you on email. I mean, someone with good computer knowledge and savvy can send it to you on email. Send it YouTube? YouTube? I find I haven't been watching a lot of YouTube either.
I know I watch YouTube a lot. YouTube, Netflix, and anime.
No, well,
These days, I've been spending more time talking on them rather than actually listening.
Well,
Yeah.
where I'm working so much now, I can watch YouTube at work if after 6, so I still got an hour and a half to watch them. But I tend to watch all the short ones, 8 minutes or less, and so I can get more views in, like more shows. And then those 17, 18, 20-minute ones are so hard to.
Yeah. I watch a few, but with my work, I actually have to concentrate when I'm at work. So noise in the background makes me want to punch my computer. So I have to actually turn it off. That's what happens when you're having three chats at the same time and you're trying to listen to music. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Imagine. See, I assume it also depends on how cool your boss is. With you watching YouTube while working. Because like with my dad's boss, my dad, I feel bad for him. Like, my dad hates his
We had
job.
we had one boss that he became a boss afterwards, but when he was waiting for phone calls or during a quiet moment when he's waiting for information, he'd be sitting there at his computer playing his Xbox that's right beside it.
Okay, Joel, it's on the side chat. Click it quick.
Let me guess. When he became manager or boss, he became a hard ass and said no to all of them.
No,
Really?
I haven't actually talked to him much since he became a boss, but that's not unusual because he doesn't work near me. And the only reason we were friends was in our last job, we were night shift together. So he got me into this place. He got me in to
Definitely a
Shopify.
good friend to have.
Yeah, oh yeah, we got a chance to see each other at
Can you hear me?
our expo.
Hey! I should mute him as a joke.
That's good on the desktop.
That would just be
How's it
mean.
going, Joe?
Good.
Waylon,
How you doing?
Uh-oh.
Nicolas
Whelan's
Cage
here.
is here.
Nicholas Cage.
Suppose it would help to unmute my microphone.
Yeah, you pulled the Joel.
It might
button.
help.
No,
I've got one of them, their fancy physical switches on my microphone cable, so
Daggone it.
it helps to actually use that switch instead of just clicking
We had
buttons.
a guy here earlier on the stream, came in chatting away, no one heard him.
Nope, not a bit. We could
Who could that
if
be?
I wonder.
I was on the laptop earlier, and I don't know why it wouldn't work.
Your headphones crappy.
Well, I even unplugged them.
Hmm.
But
Well, you know what
do you have
though?
a Mac
Sometimes
by
spinning on
chance?
your computer,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Do you have a Mac by chance?
If some
What's up, Waylon?
Hi.
What are you doing?
What? Does anyone else hear that very faint music, or am I losing it?
yes, no, you're not losing it. It's there.
Okay, it sounds like Minecraft music.
It's the ghost behind you.
It's
It's
Jester's
Jester.
getting his piano is
It's for
being tuned
it's for
behind him.
dramatic effect.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, it does add dramatic effect.
Right now,
It's
like
just
especially
so
when
faint.
somebody says something scary, you just need to play like the Jaws thing.
Hangouts
not
used to
quite
have all
Jaws,
those
but it's
cheesy sound effects, which I'm kind of glad they got rid of those because they just got spammed. But
So, Waylon, I was asking earlier, I don't know
Oh
if
my
you heard any of it, but I'm thinking of changing my time a half hour earlier because Red is now going to go Sundays with his Redland Radio.
I mean, it doesn't really affect me. I don't know.
No, I know, just thoughts, that's all.
Well, I mean, there's so many, like, especially just motovloggers alone. There's so many live streams. It's hard, like, not to contend with anybody.
No, I know. And I don't own YouTube.
You
I
should.
can't tell people no.
I mean, you
mean,
can.
Well, the same things they can't actually tell you no either. So you can just keep
Yeah.
going, doing what you're doing.
Yeah, well, I never started
say-
this to cause dramas.
Say no to their
Nope.
no. But didn't you know? Drama causes
Views. Yeah. I'm going to send Red a message right now.
Send Red a message like, "Hey, fuck you! Get off
Live
of my
on
time slot.
Instagram.
You with your
send her-
chocolate chipples, get the fuck off of my time slot."
I was
Well,
literally
give
watching
it a try,
his
I'll
video
say-
going. I was watching
What's it called?
Red's video just going, what about Lakey's stream?
Well, what's it called? Vegas girl put a comment on there. She put, at least we'll have something entertaining on Sunday.
Oh.
I wrote her
dude.
back. I was like,
fired.
I was like, that kind of hurt a little.
Oh.
I don't think she watches my streams anyway, but
Well, maybe she's
I
one of
haven't
those
seen
ones that
Vegas
you're talking
Girl in a
about
while.
that,
I was told
drop
she's
out.
probably pretty dang busy with work around now, though.
I would say. She posts. Last thing I seen her post is about electrical box that was rusted out.
Yeah. She seems really nice. I've never talked to her or anything.
Yeah, she's cool.
Nice.
I have to say, when I heard about what was going on in Vegas, I didn't hear, and then we didn't hear from her for a few days. I was actually a little bit worried.
Man, that whole thing, I didn't even, because I had been up late the night before and I slept until like 11. So I pulled up my phone and, it was trending on Twitter. I'm like, wait, what the hell happened? And so I messaged my friends. I'm like, hey, you hear about this thing in Vegas? They're like, dude, how have you not heard about it? And then as I read more, I'm like, geez, this is way bigger than I thought.
Yeah, same thing. It was. I woke up and I walked out to the living room and my mom was watching the news, and I see on the screen, I think it was like 50 dead and like some 200 or something injured. I don't remember the numbers.
Yeah.
I'm like, when the hell did this happen? It just like happened like late last night. Sorry.
When I watched it, like when I first heard about it, it had only been like 3 dead. So the fact that it was someone was posting it during the live stream.
Way, I'm pretty sure, like late night local time. So here in Eastern time, it was definitely the wee hours. So of course, and then I slept late. So
well, there was a live stream going on when it was happening. So we were actually when it started, at least I was listening to a live stream. And I think I actually mentioned it on the live stream that something was going on. But there was not a lot of details at that point.
Right. Well, there's still, you can blame 24-hour news media or whatever and get all political about it, but it's like any coverage about it just fell off completely. I'm like, there's got to be more developments in it. And then, of course, being the standard American media consumer, I haven't gone and sought out any more information about it. But this is a fun
BBC
topic.
North would have fixed that up.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Yes. I have a Nerf gun.
Next topic.
I got a job.
That's good.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. That's
That works too.
the first interview I've ever done where I basically got hired on the spot. So hopefully,
I like those. Those are fun.
yeah, hopefully I can have some, income. Because it's been a while.
For me, I've gotten two jobs where I didn't have an interview. One of them being I got my first Wendy's job and actually Wendy's and McDonald's, I both got jobs there without any interviews. So very strange.
Set high standards.
Very, very strange. Yeah, well, the one, my sister hired me because she was the manager. And then the second one, I was actually working at Wendy's on the drive-thru when a manager from McDonald's came through, ordered food, and then instantly handed me his card and said, "Come work for us."
He poached you?
And I'm like, okay. He poached me from the drive-thru.
I worked for both FedEx and UPS at the same time for a while, so that was interesting.
So you doing now?
Assuming you kept that one on the down low.
Well, they were completely different jobs, but I'm like, I appreciate having work, so I should probably not jeopardize that by telling anybody that I work for both companies. Because I was still just low-level peon at both of them, so it's not like I had any privileged information. But still, it's just conflict of interest, blah blah blah.
I
completely understand.
Yeah.
Well, I had to worry about conflict of interest with my job as well because I am a web designer by trade and I work for a web development company, so I actually have to be super careful with what I do on the side.
Right. Yeah, I just had to be careful to not fall asleep at work.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Sorry, I missed that.
No,
what you're doing now? Sorry, what work are you doing now, you said?
Oh, it's actual welding and fabrication work,
Oh, hell yeah, definitely don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Right.
You'll light an entire building on fire if you fall asleep if you're not careful.
One of my instructors at school actually told me a story about when he was younger, he was using an oxyacetylene torch and cutting a piece of metal, and he fell asleep while he was cutting the metal. And when he woke up, he could see by looking at the cut when he fell asleep because it started sloping off.
Oh my, holy shit.
Yeah, so my goal is not to do that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that would not be good. Ever.
And then I've never really fallen asleep at work, but one time at my old job, we just had lunch break like out in our cars, and so I went out, turned the radio on, and fell asleep in my truck. And I woke up to my boss standing outside my window tapping on the roof, and I'm like, oh shit. He's like, we started work at 5 minutes ago, come on. He was super like, he knew how exhausted I was. He's like, all right, wake up, sleepyhead, we got work to do.
Hell, we put a couch in our building so we can take naps.
Damn.
I had a guy fall asleep at one of my old places, like on the hood of a car, a mechanic. But the boss came over and tapped him on the shoulder, and this guy is Cool Hand Luke. He just leans over and looks at him and says, "Oh man, my head is just pounding."
Play it off.
Play it off like, oh, the headache.
I was just thinking real hard.
Yeah,
I had a
it's so hard
teacher
to
in middle school who one time a kid fell asleep in the front row, and we just had the standard desks that was like a chair connected to a desk. So the kid had his head down on his arms sleeping, and the teacher just stopped talking, walked up in front of the kid, wound his leg all the way back, and kicked the underside of his desk. His head came up off of the desk and then back down, and it slammed super loud.
Wow.
Yeah, he didn't fall asleep in that class anymore. And that wasn't too long ago. Like, I mean, fuck.
I knew a couple teachers that would have done that.
Yeah, I mean, it was Catholic school, but it wasn't like the nuns were going to come by and hit you with the yardstick.
I got a good story for school. My homeroom teacher, Miss Foley, she used to get really, really mad once in a while when we're loud, and she used to kick the desk, the big metal part on the inside of her desk.
Yeah.
I snuck in one morning, took out all the screws, and replaced them with toothpicks. It took about 4 days before that piece of metal hit the front desk. But she kicked it and it fucking flew off. And the really funny part is she looked down and she goes, "Leaky, come on up." She knew it was me immediately.
She knew right away. See, that's a clever prank, though.
But yeah, like, I didn't break your desk. You broke it.
Exactly. Never mind the fact that there's no fasteners, only toothpicks.
Yeah. Well, undisputed. If you do not have Google Hangouts, it's not going to work for you. If you're still on the side chat here.
Either someone's food is done or it's really well done and the smoke alarm's going off.
No, that's my coffee. 1 second, I'm going to put you guys on mute. I'm going to have another one. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh boy.
I also kind of have an interesting story from when I was in school. I think I was in 5th grade. There's this kid. He was, I don't know, he was interesting, but he would fall asleep in class all the time. This made the teacher extremely mad. When the teacher would try to wake him up, he wouldn't wake up. He would just ignore the teacher completely. So several times, the teacher would call the principal to the classroom, and the principal would try to wake him up, and he wouldn't wake up. So several times, I would see the principal have to pick up this student and carry him all the way to the office.
That seems like they should probably get the school nurse down there.
No, you would see him squirm around, like he just didn't want to wake up. He was just ignoring them. He was awake.
Oh, Jesus. What a little punk.
Yeah, but I actually, I think I was in like 7th or 8th grade. This is about me. I scared the crap out of the teacher and the nurse. I was just so exhausted. They tapped on my shoulder for about 5 minutes, and I wasn't waking up. And I was just so in such a deep sleep, I didn't realize it. And all of a sudden, I feel like this, like tingling on my shoulder. And apparently, they were like shaking me, trying to get me to wake up. And I like rose up suddenly. And yeah, I went to the office and like the nurse checked me out. I mean,
I was gonna
Like,
say,
I saw
don't call the
her-
nurse, call the janitor, get a couple trash
oh, yeah,
bags.
the nurse was there.
Oh, jeez.
And the nurse had 911 dialed on her phone.
I don't think I've ever been in that deep of a sleep.
I'm wondering if honestly I passed out.
Probably possible. Your blood sugar low or something, need some snacks.
I have no idea. Why?
Had
why
a classmate in one of my college classes who is super annoying. He had a really nasally voice, and he'd always like butt in and say, "Well, actually," or you know, he was a know-it-all. And then, like clockwork, every class, 1 hour in, he would fall asleep with his head all the way back, like looking up at the ceiling, and his mouth wide open. So one day, the guy who sat next to me had a bag of Swedish fish, and so we just started throwing them across the room, trying to land them in the guy's mouth. He didn't wake up the entire time. I mean, we smacked him in the face with a couple of them. And then when he finally did wake up, I think it was like the end of class, he just looks down at the desk in front of him, and all over the ground, there's a bunch of Swedish fish. He's like, what the fuck is going on? And it was a small classroom too, so the instructor saw it the whole time, and he just laughed because he was just as annoyed at the guy as all of us were.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I can remember having.
Wait,
sorry.
No, you're fine. We had a girl like that though in our in our math class in college. She was the strangest person I've ever met in my life.
K9. K9 put in the side chat. It's 4:30.
She would,
Are you drunk?
She would insult the math teacher, basically saying the math teacher was doing things wrong. So finally, the math teacher just looked at her and went, "Are you teaching my class?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, then get out." Yes. We all stood up and cheered, and as she was.
I've had a few classes where, and it's usually like a freshman keeps insisting that they're right. Meanwhile, the 65-year-old instructor who's got 30 years of teaching or field experience is like, no, listen, I know what I'm talking about. And the kid just keeps insisting that they're wrong. And one time, actually, like a couple weeks ago, I had a kid, I don't think he's even like freshman. He's like a post-secondary high schooler who's taking college courses. He had an argument with the teacher over what time the class ended. It's like, hey, you're in fucking college. If you want to leave, just fucking leave and let us, get this knowledge that we're paying for. And B, it's posted on the fucking syllabus online and everything. Just shut. And he went on with the teacher for like 3 minutes about this. Like, shut the fuck up.
Is that you, Indy?
Buddy,
Yep.
Okay. Good. You found your way in?
Yeah, it came in as like one of those text notifications, dropped down because I'm on my phone.
It didn't make it ring and all that annoying ring?
Nope, it just made my text sound. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I got mine through Instagram, so I had to like copy it and email it to myself so I could open it up on my computer.
Yeah, I couldn't
email
copy
me
and paste it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to send it. Some say Instagram, some say email. And I can't do it on Google Hangout because it just makes some people's phone ring at the most inappropriate time.
That's funny.
I could tag email right here on the Hangout.
Google Hangouts has always been fucky. Like for the longest time, if somebody sent me a link to a Hangout, I couldn't open it on my phone. Like I would tap on a link and it would take me to the Google Play Store page for Google Hangouts. It's like, I have this installed, so I'd click open, and there's nowhere for you to like put in a link in there or anything. So I just couldn't do Hangouts on my phone unless they invited me through Google Hangouts. It was a huge pain in the ass. And then it just started working. I don't know why.
I hate those 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning recalls that I get. Some people just click on the Hangout or something and it makes my phone ring.
Oh yeah, they're like, oops, sorry, didn't mean to call you guys.
I had that happen once, and me and Holler ended up like calling each other or something. It was weird when we were trying to get on to, I think it was the first night that I was able to get on your live stream. For some reason, it just connected me and Holler together, and that was it.
Yeah, because you probably
Might have been the name of
clicked the last Hangout.
Well, I think
No,
I
it was
remember.
the- it was
I
the-
remember that one. I think we had 10 people on the panel, so it just stuck anyone else who tried joining in a different Hangout,
And like,
like
yeah,
an off-the-air Hangout.
probably, yeah. Makes sense.
Whoa, about feller.
But I had, Weeaboo, me and Weeaboo and, what's his name, Sped Kid was on till like 4 in the morning one night.
That's how Hangouts always work. You don't look at the clock and suddenly it's
That was one of Backroads where he fell asleep and left it open.
yeah.
Hmm.
Love
I
Backroads.
think that was
Wasn't I in on that one too?
talked, Leaky.
What's
I
that?
think I was with you on that one, Weeboo.
We always have shenanigans with Backroads Hangouts.
I
didn't
knew
he
I
leave
knew
that
he's gonna
one
delete
live,
it
though?
anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one that he left live for like 8 hours, right?
yeah.
I think it was one of the Monday night Hangouts, but they had it on like Lee's stream or Shade Trees or somebody because for whatever reason Neil's it got all screwed up, and so they all left, but Jake stayed and waited out the 5-minute timer, and for the last like 2 minutes he was just deleting everyone's comments and putting them in timeout.
Oh, I saw that one. Yeah.
He was going full arson.
I was
Blocked.
one night while Holler that same night. He kind of called me on. It wasn't live. It was just on Google Hangouts, but it wasn't on a live stream. And the last thing I think we said to each other, I said, I got to get up and go to work. And he said, well, I'm going home now to go to bed.
Right.
Yeah, it was late.
I'm either gonna be doing third shifts or working 58-hour weeks. So that's gonna be 6-day. So that's gonna be killing a lot of my free time. But money is good.
Well, the next 7 days, I got my regular 48-hour work week plus 29 more.
Hang on, math.
Whatever math.
77.
50 plus 29 minus 2. 77.
Hey, math.
Math's good.
I like. I think Deep South has posted it, or maybe Holler. Like, oh, you have a 40-hour work week. What do we know when you get a full-time job?
Or what do you do after Wednesday?
Yeah. And like, I'm 21, so I get a lot of condescending, like, older people giving me that shit. But it's like, I've worked 50, 60, 70, 80-hour work weeks and been a full-time college student. So get off my dick about that stuff.
There's the people that are like, back in my day, we worked 100 hours a week.
Right.
No, everyone works the same. It's the ones that whine about it.
Yeah, man, in one of the Discord servers I'm in, there was two people got in an argument over who had the worst job, and they're both like 17. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. We all have jobs. We all hate them, except I didn't have a job at the time.
Oh my God,
my point still stands.
Oh my God, they made me work 6 hours. How unbelievable.
It's like, I have to deal with customers. Yeah, some people suck. That's how the world is.
When I was
They were
working, I worked
17.
8 hours.
One of them was
40.
17. The other one, I think, was like 20 something. I don't know.
So his mom made him take out the trash that day, and it's the worst job ever, right?
Probably. Like, everyone's worked shitty jobs. It's just, you kind of got to pay your dues with some of that shit.
Yeah.
See, I'm the
because
exact opposite.
rent's not going to pay itself.
Nope.
I'm the
Can't say I've
exact
worked a
opposite.
shitty
During those-
job. I've just had shitty managers.
What's
that were
what's
assholes.
what's
Who was saying they're the exact opposite? I don't know who's who.
during the summertime, we're restricted to 40 hours max. So
Oh,
during
so
the
it's like
summertime, I'm like, shit. How am I going to pay my bills? Because my paychecks are all overtime. So
Oh,
Yeah.
so you gotta like find another part-time
I
job
gotta-
to fill in when you're
exactly.
limited.
No, he just
Right.
needs to find another name.
Work the first 8 hours with a fake mustache. There's
If I
some
go,
Groucho Marx classes.
I'll be like, here's my son's social insurance number. Pay
See, I
him for
think
the
if I
other.
just shaved my beard, nobody would recognize me.
Yeah, but you can only do that once. Well, I
You get
mean,
one of those
I don't know.
lick
I
and
don't know
stick
how
ones.
fast you can grow a beard, but
I mean, just shave your beard, get a fake one, and say you identify as a bearded man. And if
Yeah.
they,
Well,
Or
and all you do with
this-
that is
this
you can keep
takes
your own
some-
hair too. Just have a wig made from your beard. There you go.
this
you go.
takes some skill to pull off. Shave one half of your beard down the middle, and then make sure the managers only see you from one side.
nice.
That's a stupid idea.
Hey,
That's a
I mean, I
brilliant
said
idea.
it. So duh.
I think that's a brilliant idea.
Thank you.
Hey, Sarah,
Wear a coat.
Sarah,
Yes.
right on the bottom of my Google
Yeah.
Chrome Hangout, there's a great big red button that says stop broadcast. It's so enticing me right now. Can you fix that for me? I need that fixed up.
Make
Don't
like
do it.
purple.
Don't press the button.
Make it purple. We should tell Google to make it purple.
Yeah, you're the web design person. Get rid of that button.
So you'll always be broadcasting no matter what.
If I could get rid of the button on Hangout, then I would be making a lot more money. Because then I'd be
Gotta
working for
hack the
Google.
Google.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. I wouldn't mind making that much money a year.
The thing that would scare me
Right.
about working for Google is the fact that a lot of their employees kill themselves.
Really?
I've
Uh,
heard that.
Is it like
I've heard a lot of good
Apple
things about
factory
it.
in China levels of suicide
No,
attempts?
God, no, it's not like that. I mean,
Are we
Google
going to
doesn't
see
have, like,
nets outside
nets
of the
hanging
Google
out of-
buildings?
Yeah, they don't have nets outside the Google building.
I imagine that working for Google would be just like any other job, except you just don't have to be good at
Well,
Right?
Nice.
okay, I'm
You don't
gonna
have to answer people.
be the. God, Google. Heck, half the time, if you're out of college and you've got good grades, you don't even need to worry about working because they'll just hire you just so that the other ones won't get you.
Or, yeah, for demographics. Look,
Oh.
we've hired X many, fresh graduates out of whatever. Give us a tax break.
What's the
God, now that
panel's-
piano's screwing with me again because it's a way
piano's-
higher pitch.
What's the panel's worst job ever?
Can you guys still hear that? Actually,
Yeah, because I didn't hear it for a while, but now it's a higher pitch, and so it's just like cutting through everybody's voices.
Dude,
It's
I have-
still not loud. It's just way more noticeable to me.
Dude, I got the
Is it
freaking
gone?
windows closed. Hold on a second. Let me close it all the way.
I think it's me because if my mic gets too close to the laptop, it does that. How about now?
No. It's definitely
Oh.
someone pressing piano keys. At first I thought my phone was dinging or something.
I was gonna say maybe it's your hearing aid or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Hey, speak up, Sonny. You know, back in my day, we worked 65-hour work weeks and we had to walk 10 miles there.
Have you ever heard
Oh
that
my
where
God.
like a guy's got his hearing aid up too loud and it's like whistling? It's like
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
awkward.
That is
Oh my God.
awful. I tell them,
Um,
like, I point out their hearing aid and just kind of like the turn down motion.
There's just a
Well,
question.
a lot
what's
of
your
times they'll-
what's your worst job, guys?
Who wants to go first? I'm sure we all have plenty of answers.
Well, you go first. You're ready.
Worst job.
Okay, I would say this one was my worst. I worked retail in a department store. My specific experience there was really good because I had awesome managers and the customers were all pretty good. And then occasionally we'd get the, soccer mom entitled with the "Can I speak to a manager?" haircut. But anytime someone wanted to
I
talk
know
to the
exactly what
manager,
you're talking about.
yeah, because I was a cashier. I would. Oh, there's 2 leakies.
Yeah, because I'm going for a smoke.
I would radio my manager to come over, and then they would just stand there and tell them like the exact same thing I just told them. And in my head, I'm standing there like with my arms crossed, like what? But my worst job, I worked as a marine gas station attendant. So I sat there in a shack and waited for boats to pull up, and then I just tied them up and helped them fuel up. It was mind-numbing.
That sounds horrible.
The only good
I'm gonna
thing
be the
is
first
it
one
had
to throw the call
Wi-Fi.
center out there.
Oh God, please go ahead.
So I worked for a company. I'm gonna toss them under the bus. I don't even care. It's a company called Converges. Probably one of the worst call center experiences you'll ever have if you get hired with them. Right now, I've heard my friends are still working. One of my friends is still working there, and it's bad. But yeah, no, they do some pretty crazy stuff. Like you'd be on the phone talking with somebody at the 5-minute mark. If you're still on the phone with them, they would be calling you on another line saying, "Why are you on the phone still? Get them off the phone." They haven't listened to your call. They have no idea or a concept of what's going on, but they're so on it, like you're literally 30 seconds over what they think you're supposed to, and they are instantly in your face calling you.
Oh, the super number oriented and not reality oriented managers.
Yes, extremely much so. It got to the point where I had so much stress and I was having so many migraines. I would go to work, and before I even got to work, I'd feel so sick to my stomach that I wanted to throw up, and I'd have to actually go to the washroom, throw up first before I go to work. So the one day I walked in there, I looked at the guard, I looked at him, I'm like, you know what, I can't do this. Can I have a piece of paper? I wrote a note at the door, turned around, and I walked out. And I never went back.
I had,
and that's how bad it was.
When I worked at FedEx, you know, they expect a certain amount of throughput. And however, I had, on top of normal like package handler duties, I was the guy on the dock who would have to come get all of the oversized and overweight packages out of people's trucks. And of course, all of my coworkers were lazy pieces of shit. And so like anything over 30 pounds, they would set aside. And so I'd be doing that. And then my manager would come over and yell at me because my throughput rate dropped out of my truck. I'm like, dude, you literally just pulled me out of my truck. Now you're yelling at me that I'm not pulling enough out of this truck. Like, I can't be in 2 places at once. And then when I quit that place, my last day, I walked out the double doors at the opening of the building, and I just kicked them open and threw my middle fingers in the air. Like, I felt, for about 30 seconds, I felt like, you know, badass McGee, but I'm like, that was really fucking dumb, and I look like an idiot.
And then run back and say, "Oh, forgot my GoPro."
Right. I did that at another job. I left. I had a good working relationship there. I just couldn't work there anymore for other reasons. And so I said goodbye to my manager and everything. And then about 20 minutes later, I had to walk back in because I left half my stuff there. I'm like, hi.
Well, you know, that's fine. At least you left on a good note.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was somebody at my previous job that actually I think had the most epic quitting of a job ever. It was a different call center, and we had something called a kill all queue, so they could, if a person went into this script, you could see every single email in the queue. And there was a little button called select all, close all. So they closed the entire queue of like 40,000 emails.
Oh, and then they just walked out.
And then walked out, and nobody knew what was going on. They just thought the queue had emptied, and they're like, "Okay, well, whatever. The queue's empty. We'll just send everybody home." It took them several hours to realize what had happened.
And then, of course, there's 40,000 people like, "What the fuck? This company sucks."
Oh,
it was Apple, so they already think that.
Oh yeah. Every crappy job I've had that I've left, I've wanted so badly to reenact the scene from Half Baked. Fuck the dude. Fuck you. You're cool. I'm out. Yes, and I wanted to bring in a McDonald's cheeseburger and throw it at somebody. Like I actually had it planned out, or I was gonna throw it at one of my work buddies, and then I kind of forgot to get that on my last day, and I'm just like, all right, I guess I'll be dignified and leave on a good note.
Yeah, no. I've generally been on a pretty good note when I've. No, actually, you know what? Have I been on good notes when I've left places? Come to think of it, probably not.
Yeah,
I can say I've never been fired from anywhere. So I guess that's
I have been fired once, and it was nothing by personality-wise. I got actually fired from the Apple job because I missed a period at an end of a sentence.
Wow.
Period.
That sounded like a guitar.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I shot a guitar with an air.
Wow.
I'd have to say my last job. I've had some shitty freaking jobs in my life, but the last one put me in all this freaking trouble financially. It was that shitty. I was looking for work, and I think one of the places I went to look for work called my boss and told him.
Well, that's shitty.
I can't prove it yet. Someone at my old job I know knows the whole story behind it, but kind of doesn't want to tell me yet. But I kind of knew it was coming because I was in management, and every year we had our yearly review. So the year before, 2 guys didn't show up to the yearly review, and he said in the meeting that he's letting them go. So this year, when they had the year I was there, they had the yearly review, and I wasn't there. I'm like, oh, I know what time to go. They weren't weird or curious why I had all my shit packed up already before that.
One place it was, and this didn't really involve quitting, but it was just the type of thing that contributed to me leaving. It was Thursday, and I was telling one of my coworkers about this motorcycle trip I had planned for the weekend. And, I was getting all excited about it. Friday, I wake up for work and I'm dead sick. Like I can barely breathe. I can't sit up. So I go to call in, and my manager is like, 5 other people have called off today. Is there any way you can come in? I'm like, dude, no, I cannot do anything. So I came in on Monday, and he's going on this whole long tirade about, if you don't want to be here, there's the door, quit. I don't need that. And he went on for like 5 minutes, and he kept looking at me. I couldn't figure out what he was talking about for the life of me. And then I realized my coworker who I was talking about this awesome trip with thought that I took off Friday so I could leave early. I didn't even go on the trip, and he told my manager that I called in sick so I could, leave early. I'm like, what a piece of shit, dude. Not only did I not get to go on that trip, now I'm getting yelled at work because, little Mr. Snitch is snitching on something I didn't do.
Yeah, you guys I've definitely I've had one job, and it was not nearly that bad. It was pretty much just with me. It was an asshole manager that was an asshole and wasn't wanting to teach me how to do anything, and he didn't like me.
Yeah, no, you'll find a lot of assholes like that.
Yeah, that's the worst. Nothing like what you guys went through.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm just thinking back about it, about all the different jobs that I've had. I think the only one that I left on good terms was newspapers. That was it. Everything else, I've always had something. Like I left Wendy's because they refused to promote me, so I went to McDonald's. And the way I quit from McDonald's was pretty fun. The manager was in my face for some random reason. I don't know why. She was just being incredibly just bitchy all night. Like just the whole night was just tearing into me for I don't know why.
Managers are good at that.
I straight up I quit on her. I walked off the line. I quit right then and there because she was being a bitch. I would never have quit if she hadn't been like that.
I've had a
So I
few
literally
where
quit.
like
I
I was
walked
just
out of the building, and I was the only one in the kitchen at the time, so she had to do it herself.
Oh, nice. I've had a few where it's like I was just waiting and praying that my manager or somebody would do something stupid, so I had an excuse to just like say fuck y'all, I quit, and just walk off, and it never happened. So I had a lot of like grand plans for quitting different jobs, and then I never had the setup for it, and so I just quit like a normal person and put in my 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, the one when I got fired, they fired me, but they fired me with 2 weeks notice. And I'm like, you fucking bastards, giving me 2 weeks notice like that. I mean, I know it's nice, but because they gave me the 2 weeks notice, they were going to have to pay me severance pay.
Oh, that's
So
why they did that.
Yeah, that's why they did it, so they could still get work out of me for 2 weeks. And I'm like, I went there and I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. So I got pissed off. I'm like, I am not staying here. I went over there and I got a doctor's note that day. Leave for 2 weeks. Because there was no way I was going to... I told them there's no way I could be positive with your customers when I was having to deal with that. And I wanted to say nasty things. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So I went on leave. And then I left the country for 3 months. I went to Ohio for 3 months to spend it with my fiance.
I'm so sorry you had to go to Ohio.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? It was such torture.
Have any of you guys, any other of you guys ever knocked out a coworker?
I haven't knocked one out, but I'll tell you, I backed one into a corner. She was scared. It was fun.
No, I never, no. Pretty much, my coworker was a, yeah, they were men that could easily beat my ass. Like, one was a 300-pound guy. He was about 6'2". And yeah, no, he was a big scary guy. He was nice, but you wouldn't want to piss him off. And then there was my manager. And you don't want to hit your manager.
No.
I can count on my hands how many times I've gotten angry enough to either punch something or, you know, like, have gotten that angry. I have two times. One of them was directed at a horse because he pissed me off, and the other time was directed at this employee. And the one with the employee, which was really funny. Well, she was a coworker, I should say, not employee. She being constantly nasty about this one parking spot. It was her parking spot at work, even though there's no names or anything on the parking spots. It was her spot.
Sounds like an entitled bitch.
Yeah, that's some petty bullshit.
Yeah,
Well,
so she was just being nasty about it the one day, and so I thought I'd be a little bit of a smart ass because someone had parked in the spot. I went out there and I made a sign, and it said her parking spot mode, and I put it into that spot. So when she came into work, she gave me the look of death, and she said to me that I was that it was inappropriate that I had done it, and I thought I was gonna get a laugh out of her, but it made her mad to the point where she stopped talking to me.
I'm gonna go way back. When I was growing up, my older brother used to get his friends to fight me and bet on it. So I did a lot of fighting when I was younger that I never really knew why until years later. But that kind of followed me. When I first got married, I had a job at a bar, and I was serving drinks and stuff like that. So the coworker that I knocked out was actually a bouncer who wouldn't get off one of the customers who was being rowdy. He kind of, you know, I give up kind of thing, but he wouldn't leave him alone. So I gave him a clout. But there was a few customers I had to lay down too.
I gotta jump off, guys. I gotta go pick my mom up from the tattoo parlor.
Later, Wheelan.
That's an awkward out.
Yep. My mom has a sleeve tattoo and rides Harleys. It's weird. I'll
She sounds awesome.
Cool.
She's cooler than you. Send her here next time.
He's gone.
I wish my mom was that cool.
Before you run away, I have.
So I got to
Why
sign
is
off.
2ATV's not in here yet?
She hasn't been feeling very well, so that could be why.
Okay.
To finish off what I was telling you with that little story,
Yeah.
The girl gave me the silent treatment for 2 weeks. It was fantastic because she was constantly before that needling me. So the fact that she was quiet for 2 weeks was amazing. But I should have realized that something bad was about to happen. The one day it boiled over. She decided to verbally attack me and was being really nasty. I ended up backing her into a corner, screaming and cussing her out. It got so bad, the manager came in and jumped between us and had to push me out of the kitchen. I went back up to the girl, and I sat there and I waited for the manager to come in and yell at me. She actually dragged the other girl back in the office, and I could hear them screaming in the office at each other. And
nice.
I was leaving to go home. The manager pulled me aside and said, "I can't officially or publicly say any comment about what you've done, but good job." I'm like, what? Because she knew that I'd been holding it back, and it finally boiled over because this girl, she had a tendency to do these little sneak attacks on people and make them cry. She didn't make me cry. She made me want to punch her. I've never been a violent person, so the fact that I got her to the point where she was backing up into a corner with her hands up, guarding herself, I guess apparently I must have came on a little strong.
You know, she was the mean girl in high school who just never grew up.
Yeah, she was the kind of person that was excited because she was skinnier than her own daughter, like 11. God. And that doesn't. She's not a small lady, so the fact that her daughter was big at the time means you overfed her. Oh, stop it.
That reminds me of something. I knew a woman. She's well, I don't like her at all. But at Kings Island, she's short, but she's quite round in the rear, aka big ass.
Cannot lie.
Are you into it?
No. But she know I with nothing else, well, a shirt and stuff like that on, but wore her like I think she was like 12 at the time. She wore her little girl's leggings with nothing else on. Like
I do that.
No, but it was weird because she was like 40 and it was like stretching the material to where almost you could like see skin.
Well, she did pressure testing.
It's like that is
gross. Make sure that
a lot of guys were looking.
There are a lot of gross people out there.
It's like that is disgusting.
A lot of gross people out there.
You know what? I'm gonna grab my daughter's leggings and wear them.
Was she on the way to Walmart?
No. We were at a
for now, it would be the opposite, because my mom is like super tiny, a size 1 now, I think. Super tiny.
My wife's 95 pounds. 5'4", probably.
That is super tiny. My grandmother's 76 pounds, and she says that she's fat.
Oh, jeez.
What the hell?
But then my grandmother also has Alzheimer's.
Oh, that's sad.
So she didn't have to.
What's going on with your mic?
She's always been Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you were just cutting in and out.
So mine cut out?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, I was switching back and forth between pages.
Just don't hit that big red button.
Yeah, no red buttons. Especially not the fact because with the fact that I'm actually in my store right now. Close all. No. Oh, nope. Not gonna happen. God, if I did that, I would probably be crying. If I accidentally deleted the store, so much work has been put into it.
Back to the job thing. There was another one I worked at. It was I was going to tell Waylon there. I was working at one of those plants like FedEx and stuff, where you work in the building and you unload the trucks. So it was just hours and hours of taking a box, putting on a conveyor over and over and over. Boxes are different sizes and all that stuff. I stopped calling it work. I called it, I called it a workout. It's time to go to the gym. Because it used to be at night. I did it as a second job. It was just monotonous over and over and over. I think I lost 15 pounds and gained a lot of muscle.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have a friend. He works at the Amazon shipping center. I mean, that's definitely some hard work.
I remember one night I pulled the big box off the top. They had a box, you had to whatever. And on the top of that big box was just a little tiny envelope, like the shape of a book. Heavy as shit. It slid off and hit me square in the freaking nose. Oh, that was painful. Couldn't see it. Couldn't see it. I just pulled the box off.
What could they have in it to make it that heavy?
I don't know. It went flying after that. Hope it wasn't breakable.
Yeah, I've definitely thrown a few things.
But yeah, I learned a bit that night. I could see how parcels get missed and shit like that, because not only did we have to put it on the conveyor, someone a little bit further down had to turn them to make sure that the scanner would pick it up. So if they missed a box or whatever, it never got scanned. So you couldn't track where it was.
Yeah, as someone who's had packages go missing, it's not fun.
Yeah, just go down through the conveyor, and you got to hope the scanner scanned it right so that divert off to the right, right truck. If it didn't get scanned, it stayed in the middle of the place until someone actually physically scanned it, so it could miss a shipment.
So my future mother-in-law sent me a message. She found out about the diet that I'm on, and I don't think she meant to write what she wrote, but it's funny. There is an instant pot community. Why are you telling me about a pot community? I'm going on a diet, not a pot community. Apparently they have recipes on this pot community website. I love her. She's so cute. Sorry, that just happened. I had to laugh.
Is pot legal in Canada?
It's decriminalized.
Oh, so basically you won't get as punished.
Yeah, it's not a criminal offense to have it. But to be able to have it, you're supposed to have a medical license if you want to use it.
I guarantee you most Canadians that smoke it probably don't.
Oh, someone wants to shout out. Knife doctor in the house.
In
the side chat. Yeah. Subscribe today.
It's kind of a scary
motovlogger channel.
Like, does he have like a basement with like 5 like victims tied up? It's a creepy name.
Maybe he fixes knives.
Maybe. Oh yeah, I guess that makes more sense. But just knife.
Maybe he repairs knives.
He uses on his victims.
Oy vey.
Never wrote back, so I don't know.
What is it?
Yeah, I think it's time to shut this down anyway.
Getting sleepy? Or just getting...
I gotta...
We still have a couple of hours.
Probably got to bring my daughter to my boyfriend's. That's all I am, just a mule.
I've been watching these. I don't know why I've been watching these. There's a guy who does Spider Dome, or Spider Dome is what he calls it. He does videos where he sticks a Black Widow spider in with a random other creature and sees which one wins.
Yeah, that's,
apparently, he ordered something. He ordered something from another area, and it came in. And then after that, his house was infested with Black Widow spiders.
Burn it.
Yeah, I know, right? And he's like, people were getting mad at him, telling him to let the spiders outside. And he's like, well, I can't fricking do that because they're an invasive species and they are not native to this area. So if I did that, it would be putting everybody at risk. So he's like, it's not like I can let them outside. So instead of that, he literally, like, one of his viewers sent him a scorpion for it to fight. So he literally puts a spider dome. He does an announcer voice and does a spectator, basically made it into a spectator sport where he puts the different spiders in and fights against them. And if they win, they get to go to the next fight. They're his little gladiators.
That would be cool to see.
It was the one day he put like the one I watched today, he put a big ass house spider, 2 Black Widows, a scorpion, and a big ass centipede in the same bowl to see who would win. From what it looked like, I didn't get to finish it, but the Black Widow spider was doing pretty damn good against all of those things.
I bet it would. When I was stationed in Alaska, when I was in the Air Force, we put a bird in with a Mexican leg red tarantula. And the tarantula ended up taking out the bird. But the bird did hurt the spider a little bit. He wasn't right for about a month. Then he got better.
All you would need to do is
the spider can kill a bird.
No, there are bird spiders that can do it.
Well, tarantula is huge.
They are huge too.
Did you see Cruising
How big was the
Motos?
bird?
And then when you put like a little ground bird, cause like we were like mowing, like we were doing like mowing in Alaska on the Air Force Base. And
Did you see that? Does anyone see Cruisin' Instagram if you're following him? He showed a picture of a spider he had in his hands from Iraq.
Oh yeah, that's huge. That spider's like freaking.
Was he a veteran?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Now you know I've got to look this up. But I put my phone down because, goddamn. I have to tell you how many times I've thrown my phone because someone put a spider picture on there and I wasn't expecting it.
I'm not that bad.
I'm that bad. It's bad.
I'm scared by fake spiders and of course real spiders.
Yeah, those camel spiders that he showed are like huge.
Oh my god! Oh, that is. Wow, that's a big spider.
But
I have a permanent screensaver on my phone is a spider web.
A tarantula is huge too. I mean, they're like they're bigger than your hand when they get full grown. Some of them, they're huge.
Like, are they harmless or can they hurt you?
They aren't going to kill a person or hurt a person that much.
They got big fangs though. They will put wounds in you.
Oh yeah, but they won't kill you.
Yeah.
They're not. They would.
Yeah.
I think I'd almost rather.
I don't think they have.
I
don't think they're venomous, right?
I'd almost rather have big ones on the ground or whatever. So at least you could see them. Still scary as fuck, but.
Yeah, no, me. I actually, I'm a little bit of a jerk, and I saw a big spider in my garage. He scared the shit out of me, and I actually had to call my brother to open the garage door because I couldn't get out. He had me trapped. And then once the door was
I've
open,
been
I
there.
could see him a little bit better. I'm like, this guy's got to die. So I grabbed the first thing that I could, and I sprayed him with it. Turned out it was a can of clear coat. So
Oh my god.
So you preserved the spider with the clear coat.
oh, I felt bad afterwards, so I squashed him with a shovel. He was
Here's this
big.
thing that I'm terrified of. Now I feel bad for what I did to it.
Oh no, I definitely felt bad because it's not his fault I'm afraid of it. It wasn't its fault that I was afraid of it.
Here's the thing about a tarantula, y'all might not know. Like when I had that one in Alaska, when I was stationed there, they will shed their skin. And one morning I woke up, there were 2 spiders in the cage. I didn't know which one was real and which one was the skin. Because if you exit the skin, it still looks like a full-blown spider.
Just put your hand in, you'll find out.
Oh, yeah. I did. I grabbed the right one. But I was scared.
I
Yeah,
can
no.
imagine. I can't even touch a spider.
Nope. I definitely can't either.
Especially a tarantula or a big furry one.
You know, I'm terrified of them. They just scare me. I don't know, and I hate that they do because it's stupid because they're so small. But I have a healthy respect for them. I don't generally kill them unless they are in my area. I will leave them alone if I'm outside.
Yeah.
Or if they scare me. If they startle me, they're dead.
Yeah, if they're by my foot, I stomp on them.
He was big enough that he was big enough. He attacked the shovel.
Oh my god! Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah,
Like when I went to touch him, I poked him.
When they purposely go after you, yeah, that's goodbye.
Well, no, I wanted to take a photo of him so I could show people that like how big he was, and I went to push him off the stone onto the concrete so I could see him a bit better, and he turned around and I grabbed onto the shovel, and I threw the shovel and I ran. Oh, I'm so terrified of them. Now I've left you guys, like, now you know exactly what my weakness is, unfortunately.
I have seen my mom use an entire can of hairspray, like a big bottle of hairspray, on one spider. And it wasn't even a big spider.
My fiance, to help me out, he'll eliminate the spiders, and what he'll do is he'll actually take out his blowtorch and blowtorch them all.
That'll get
He's
him.
a nerd.
Oh, he really is.
that is a good way to get rid of them, though. So.
Oh, it's quick. They're done. They're gone.
You got to at least pick it up and thump it off your finger.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Like,
I can't even
touch
touch a dead spider.
I think it was Peaches that put it on Instagram. Great big lightning bolt hitting a house, and she put it there. That killed the spider.
Yeah, you know what though? It probably didn't kill the spider. The spider's probably the only thing that lived in there. Little bastard.
I've just about split a spider in half, and it was still moving around.
Well, that's just the nerves. It was dead.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
But they're just like anything else. If you cut off the nerves to the brain, it might still actually have muscle memory going on.
Yeah, I killed one on the freaking sidewalk there, and the leg separated from the spider, and it was twitching for a good 3 minutes.
Yeah.
My condo complex.
Creepy as shit.
Infested.
I had to mash a spider with my phone one time because I was just laying down in my bed at night, and I went to check my phone, and the light illuminated my pillow that was like on my face since I lay on my side, and there was a spider right on my pillow. I instantly mashed it with my phone.
My wife and my daughter hate spiders. So many times I've killed spiders in the house and not tell them, because if I told them, hey, I just killed a spider that was hovering over their head on the bed, then I think
I'd be done.
They freak out.
Yeah, no, my dad used to catch them with a glass, put a paper over it, and put them outside, and to see them running around the glass just would send chills down my back. Like I would straight up be like, nope, I'm out. I would have to leave the area while he let them outside.
Just thinking about
I
it
prefer.
freaks me out.
Yeah, no, it was like he had no problems with them. He liked spiders, and I don't understand it. My dad, his fear was snakes. He didn't like snakes. Any kind of snake. So well, I didn't know my dad didn't like snakes until I found out very quickly when we had bought one of those little rubber snakes you could get at the dollar store, like the store at the camp. It was like one of those, you pay 30 cents or something, you get like this little plastic snake. And I was playing. I don't know why it ended up in there, but somehow it ended up in the foot of my dad's bed. And he woke up and felt it on his foot. And I've never seen my dad move so fast. So that's when I realized he was terrified of snakes.
I've only ever seen one snake. That's it. And it was nowhere near me.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Sheltered.
I've seen a few. I mean, yeah, no, that definitely is sheltered. We had, let me see, for snakes, God, there's so many different aquariums, different serpentariums and stuff like that. But they actually brought, I went to camp when I was a kid, and they brought in a bunch of lizards to the camp. So they brought in like a little crocodile.
Lot lizards?
Lizards, crocodiles. They brought a bunch of different things.
Lot lizards.
No.
I don't even know what that is.
Prostitute at a truck stop.
Oh, well, I didn't know about that. That wouldn't have been something they would have brought into a Christian Bible camp. That probably wouldn't have happened. Actually, they might have tried to bring them in just to turn them into not being that, but.
What's up, Ghost Enemy?
What's up? How's it going?
Hey.
Ghost.
Late to the show, but what's your worst job ever?
Working in a foundry.
A who?
A foundry. Where they melt metals and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
A lot of hard labor for minimum wage.
Yeah, that sucks. What about experiences like negative ones?
No? Okay.
Every job? I guess I worked at.
Yeah.
I guess
we were talking basically about like I was telling them how earlier I got fired and stuff like that. Like stuff like that.
I mean, I worked at a video store where they, rent out videos and stuff like that, and I was the main customer service. And I would get cursed out like almost every single day by somebody.
Oh, freaking hate people who yell at the hired help. That's stupid.
So they helped me grow a thick skin. Now I have that. It developed the whole. It was like, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, you kind of have to. It can get really bad, but it's especially when they make attack.
It's like, you want to curse at me, and I have all your information right here in front of me on the computer.
Oh.
You're stupid enough to give me your driver's license, your phone number, your house number, and for some reason you gave your social security number for it. It's like, I got all your life information right here. I could do whatever the hell I wanted to with that if I wanted to.
Oh, you could, but you never will.
Speaking of that, now you just brought up a memory here. Just my very last shift, a guy came into I work at a parts counter, so he came into the counter saying, I'm working for ABC company. I'm here to pick up a part. That's not the company, but I can't remember. And I was looking at the database. I was checking the shelf. I was like, no, we got nothing here for you. And so this guy started getting really aggravated and getting rude. Like, listen, they called ahead. The part's here. Like, pretty much telling us get our shit together to figure out, like, how stupid can you be not to find my part, right?
Did you go to the wrong
I looked at him. I looked at him. I said, "Are you sure this is where you're supposed to pick up a part?" Yeah, I'm sure. He told me to come here, and I'm like, "Okay, can you call your boss then at least to make sure?" So he takes his phone, puts it on speaker, and the boss comes, "Yeah, there's definitely a part there at Hanson Ford for you." And I looked at the guy. I was like, "This isn't Hanson Ford." You think the guy would apologize? Fuck.
No, they won't.
I'm fucking right.
I had one customer that was one time I thought I was going to have to stab him because he was getting so riley.
Oh my God! Wow.
He was really pissed off. He sold back some movies, and his girlfriend that he walked in with, I don't know who she was, grabbed the money out of his hand and took off. And then he started saying I handed it to her. and stuff like that. And he started cursing, yelling at everybody. And at one point, I told some the manager was scared, so she kept away. She didn't actually come anywhere near the scene, so I had to take charge. And I told some of my some of the people there to call 911 and call the cops. And they weren't doing it because they were all scared. One of my other guys, he went around the counter to talk to the dude, and the guy started, bucking up to him. And he started, and the customer started reaching to his pocket. I'm over here thinking, like, dude, you're fixing to pull a knife or a gun. You're going to, hurt, my guy here. So I had these scissors that were right behind my counter. So I had my hand on those scissors, and I was ready to jump over that counter and shank him if I had to. But all he did was take out some keys, and I was like, oh, thank God.
Oh my! I could not. That is the reason I could not work at a video game or a video store, because shit like that happens.
I moved away once, and I forgot I had 2 videos from a video store, and I pretty much moved across the country. And as soon as I unpacked, I realized I had them. I contacted the store and said, "Hey, I just moved. I got your videos. I'm gonna send them back, and I got tracking numbers and all that stuff, right?" So I sent them back, and about 8 months later, I get this great big $1,000 bill for these movies, saying I never returned them and all that stuff. And but of course, I can't find my tracking numbers anymore. But at the time, one of our friends still lived in that city. So I called her. I said, "Can you go to the movie store and rent these 2 specific movies?" Right. So she went. Sure enough, she rented both, the same number on it, same ID number and stuff like that. So she rented them, sent me a copy of her receipt where she rented them that day. I contacted the guys. I said, "Listen, you have the movies." "Oh, no, we don't." Sent a picture. I was like, "Here you go." Never heard from them again.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Right? Just fuck you guys.
Don't do that shit to you.
Yes, I screwed up. I kept the movies too long. It was a week rental, and I think I was only 2 days over.
I was like a month over on my rental on like a couple of games and a couple of movies. I had like an $800 fine, late charge, and I was working there. I was like, I can't rate a single thing here. But the one good thing about working there is that I had, for the first year I was there.
A big red button?
No, I had a
50%
off. I had 50% off of anything that was used that came in. And since I was customer service, I had first dibs of anything, games, movies, books, music. It didn't matter. I had first dibs.
Nice.
Miss Peach is going to do a big red button meme.
Oh my God! It's probably going to happen.
It's probably going to be on Instagram in the next hour.
Yeah, you missed it, Ghost. We had a conversation about big red buttons. So.
I love Peach's memes. Some of them, most of them.
Yeah, definitely.
I missed it. I was asleep. I just woke up and saw this on.
Though actually, Sir Berg had to unfollow her because apparently he was looking at his phone while he was at work, and one of her memes came up.
Oh my God!
And his coworkers were looking at it, and they kind of gave him this look of like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" Apparently not safe for work.
Like, I follow King Nero, and I get lucky half the time with my headphones in whenever I watch a video, and then it's that one prank joke with the moaning and whatnot.
Oh.
I'm like, had headphones in, you didn't get me this time.
The exact opposite.
Yeah.
I'll be listening to something, like something funny will come up, like what you're saying, like at home. And my mom walks in, and she's like, "What are you listening to?" It's like, "You gotta listen to this." Get her.
Well, it's not her fault. We all know what she puts out there. Yep.
I'm so tempted to order food in again.
Holy crap!
What are you thinking about ordering?
I don't know yet. I have to figure out something I can order that I can eat.
You ordered pizza last time.
I know I ordered pizza last time. I ended up ordering actually pasta from the pizza place.
Oh,
but I can't order that anymore.
And you can't order pizza?
No, because it's got bread.
And?
Oh, you on that keto diet too?
Just take the cheese and
I'm
pepperoni
giving
off.
I'm giving it a try. I need to lose. Well, I'm getting married in what, like 4 months, so I kind of want to see if I can lose some weight before then.
Yeah, fuck that diet shit. The most I do on the diet is I give up sodas and I replace with more water and Gatorade, and I give up my snack cakes. I eat a lot more fruit instead of.
I'll tell you, I'd like a snack cake right now.
I ate a lot of oranges, lots of oranges.
Oh my god!
So
I had a friend that would eat like 10, 15 of like those fudge brownies that come in a box a day. I
felt bad for my poor mother. She knew that I was on a diet. I didn't tell her exactly the details of my diet. So she goes and she makes food. And she's like, well, I know that you're not eating bread. So she made like meatballs with rice and pasta, rice and spaghetti sauce. And I'm like, God damn it, why'd you mix the meatballs in? I could have eaten them, maybe. but I couldn't eat any of it. And then she looks at me and she's like, so you're not eating any bread? And I'm like, no. I'm like, please, that means you're not eating these cookies either? I'm like, no. These freshly cooked, delicious smelling cookies? No, I'm not eating those. So I go, oh, I've got no.
I don't want to sound like a jerk, but I'm kind of nervous some days that where I've lost so much weight from the diabetes and changing my meals and stuff like that. I'm getting kind of nervous that I can't put the weight back on if I needed to. Because there's been days and weeks that I've been just chowing down on a bunch of stuff and
protein, working out, bulk up.
I have to say that's not my issue. All I have to do is look at food and I gain weight because it sucks.
Like I said, when I became diabetic, I started changing my doing a lot of research, and then I started going to smaller meals and more of them, and cutting this back. And so now that I'm so much, like I'm 156. The last time I weighed myself, like I was originally 220ish, and I'm back, and like I'm having soda, I'm having all this junk, and it just doesn't change. And sometimes it scares me because what if I keep dropping till I'm a skeleton? Or
so you'd be my grandmother then.
It's
at 76
yeah,
pounds.
like it's and that's the bad part is because before, like when I was up to 220, whatever I was, but I felt healthier. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you're at your healthy. You're at your normal weight.
Like it was what I'm used to, but now that I'm lighter, I guess, whatever you call it, I don't know how to say it, but I feel achy a lot. It could be the diabetes stuff too.
It probably is. But I mean, for me, like the last time I was on a very similar diet to what I'm on right now, I did drop weight, but I was a lot less strict. I was doing, I would eat no breads during the day, and then at night I would eat a regular supper. And it worked. It really worked. But then I was also more, at that point, I was actually an athlete. So
yeah, maybe I don't do
athletic things anymore.
Maybe I should exercise more. That'd probably be the answer to the key.
That's what my cousin did because he couldn't gain any weight, and he would start exercising a lot. I think he went on a lot bigger protein diets and stuff like that because he was always kind of like 6'4", 6'3", but he was like real skinny, like 140, 150 all the time. He tried eating like the bad stuff to try to gain fat or something like that, and it wouldn't work. But finally, he started just working out a whole bunch and eating like a lot of proteins, a lot of healthy stuff like that, and stuff that'll bulk him up.
Yeah, because protein's good for me, but I find if I eat too much, it like makes me sick.
I think the main thing he does a lot of working out.
Yeah.
Well, even like with my diet, I know it's a lot more meats and whatnot, but it's protein is actually only supposed to be about 20%. So, the rest of it's supposed to be vegetables.
Yeah, I just think, like for me, I find the portions like I don't stick to anything anymore because it's the way I'm working so much. Like I'll go to work in 12-hour shift and I'll just eat junk, man. That's probably why I'm feeling like crap.
It probably is. For for me. Like I try and eat on a regular basis, and I've been doing better this week. Been eating an actual good breakfast and then good lunch, but I didn't eat anything today, so I kind of need to eat. That's why I'm wanting to order food. So I kind of skipped lunch.
Been there.
And that's the worst part.
Yeah.
That's you can't skip lunch. You can't skip breakfast because
I only skipped today because my migraine was kicking my ass so badly. I was sick to my stomach, so I ended up messaging my boss and saying to him, "I'm going to lay down during my lunch and see if I feel any better." Took a nap on my lunch, didn't work, so I just stayed in the bed.
Yeah, because I found that's how I think I put on the weight originally, is because I used to never eat breakfast. My first meal was lunch, so of course I honestly believe your brain trains itself. So if your body, you're constantly knowing that you're going to skip a meal, it tends to want to store fat because your brain knows you're going to miss a meal. So
your brain goes into starvation mode and it starts building up fat so you can eat later.
Yeah. That's same as people going on night shift. When people go on night shift, they screw up their internal clock, and that causes them to either gain or lose weight, cause stress, health problems.
Yeah, no, that's about when I started putting on weight too. Was during night shift.
I started getting stressed out with the night shift, and the doctor put me on some kind of pills, and then I took them for maybe a couple of weeks. But that stuff just made me so mellow. I did not want to do anything. And I was like, I don't like this. I stopped taking them, and I just started doing my breathing techniques, my medication.
Pot in pill form.
Yeah.
I know a guy that is a major pothead, and he doesn't want to do anything.
Nah, that stuff was messing with me. I took those pills. I did not want to go work out or nothing. I was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm just gonna breathe techniques, and I'm just gonna adopt. It was like, you know what, work is making me this stressed out. Doing all this work. I was like, fuck it. I'm just I'll just adopt my don't give a fuck attitude with work and just do my job and not worry about anything else. It's like that's the boss's problem to worry about the sales.
Just quit your job and go full-time YouTube.
Not with my subs. The amount of subs I got, and the fact that I haven't made a video in a month.
Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, that reminds me.
You motovloggers.
Motovloggers. Well, Sean finally sent me the or Sir Berg, Sean, you know his name now. I think I've said it before anyways. He sent me the intros and outros. What the hell's this?
I'm too lazy to make an intro. I think if I make an intro, I'm gonna make a small bit of music, and I'm just gonna hold a posted card with my name on it saying "Ghost Anime." Like, there you go, that's my intro.
Yeah, that would. Well, you know what? That would work if you put some interesting music to
it. All the anime crap I know.
I have no editing. If I had a computer with editing, I probably might have had a video on YouTube.
Okay.
With my Mac, I don't.
One at a time.
Yes, one at a time.
Hey, weeaboo.
With my Mac, there's no editing. It's just the MacBook Air, so it doesn't have a whole lot of processing power.
Yeah, I have a MacBook Air as well. Yeah, no.
This is my daughter's laptop. That's the only computer we have in the house, so I can't really be downloading editing software on her computer.
I got forced into editing when my GoPro started recording videos upside down. I was like, great. Now I have to figure this out, and then figured it out and flipped it the right way up.
I was just using Windows Movie Maker for the first year I was doing this.
That's what I'm using right now.
It's like it flipped it upside down and it was free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my next question. What
we use. I use Premiere for most things. But then I also used to do. I can't afford it either. I mean, what? I was paying the $49 a month for Photoshop and the other one, so It was I might as well use that one too.
Nope, I bought Vegas Home Movie Maker for like $130, which is like the better one of that, and that's all I use.
Yeah, I have an idea for an opening for your videos.
What?
You it's kind of a odd anime. It's called Princess.
I've heard of it, haven't seen it.
Yeah, use the opening or the ending for that, but I think the opening is better. But it's just kind of an obscure, weird anime.
So Ghost, you just jumped in. I asked everyone else in the panel. Just asked your opinion there. You see Red's video about changing his Red One radio to Sunday?
No, I saw his Red One video live stream coming on tonight, and then when I was waiting for the link, I saw that he had posted something about that. Like no more Red One radio.
Yeah, well, I'm just spoiler alert. He's changing it to Sundays.
Okay.
What time does he usually start that though? I asked everyone else, just making sure, but it's around 7:30ish,
9 o'clock my time here in Texas, but I think he starts around 7 o'clock California time.
So yeah, I might have to start mine half hour earlier then. Okay.
Can you start yours later so that I don't show up late like I always do?
That's not a me problem. That's a you problem.
Yeah.
Why? Where are you working?
Every time. No, I was actually watching the rerun of Formula One racing, and as soon as it was over, I go on my phone, and then y'all are saying, "All right, bye, see you next week." I was like, "Damn it, missed it again."
I miss something. It's usually because I'm asleep.
Start sending you flags then.
Yeah. Being night shift, I have very odd hours of being asleep.
Yeah, it does. It definitely works out that way. Sir Brig actually was used to work from 7 o'clock at night till 7 a.m. 4 days a week.
That's the opposite of what I'm doing.
I do midnight to 8:30 in the morning.
I'm just happy that I do 9 to 5, straight up 9 to 5, and then I still get a paid lunch in there.
Can't reach coffee. 1 second.
I've never actually had a 9 to 5 job, so it's different.
I had a 9 to 5 job. I didn't like it.
I like mine because I get to go get my coffee and then hop to my computer, and that's all I have to do.
Now that I don't have a set sleep schedule, I can do all kinds of things during the day. If something's going on in the morning, I just do it in the morning. Something going on in the afternoon, I just sleep in the morning, and I just wake up and do that.
Yeah, no. I had a noon to 7 job. That was wonderful.
Oh, I hate those jobs. I hate that time frame.
I love that. I love that time frame.
It seems like that would limit what you're able to do so much.
Yeah, it really would. I used to work 10:30 to 6, and it was just terrible. I hated it. You'd wake up you'd go to work, you'd go home, you'd be like, you know what? Screw it. There's not enough time to do anything. Go to bed.
Man,
and I stay up till like 2 or 3 in the morning on average. That was like perfect time. I'd get up at maybe like 11:30, get a shower, brush my teeth, put my clothes on, everything real slowly. Watch a little bit of TV, eat, go to work.
Masturbate.
We don't mention that stuff.
The ultimate weeaboo, clean. The ultimate weeaboo does not do such things.
Bullshit.
There are two kinds of people in this world.
Are you male?
People that masturbate and people that lie about it.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Yeah, 90% masturbate, the other 10% lie about it.
Masturbation is good.
I'll tell you, I'm looking at sushi, and I really want sushi.
Get sushi.
Yeah, it's
I don't like sushi.
Kind of like masturbation.
I love sushi, and I have just enough to order sushi. But that'll take up all of my money.
I'm hungry now too. I should get some. Oh, my neighbor's back. Great. They got a driveway for 3 vehicles, and they tried to jam 7 in there.
It's like how my house is. Everybody has a car.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, no. In my house, thank God, only me and my mother have cars, and then I have 2 bikes, so I take up a lot of space.
I have my truck and my bike, but it's my damn house.
Shit, I'm gonna have to clear a spot for the spot for that bike if I get it.
And me and my mom live in an apartment, and well, now we only have 1 car. Because I sold my car yesterday.
No, not the Camaro.
Yeah, I mean, but hey, I've got a Fiat 500. So.
Oh, where I work at, sometimes when I'm on break, I'll see this Fiat 500 go by, and he has a fake supercharger, like 3M taped to the hood of his car.
Oh God, no! I would. One, this basically. I'm on the whatever it would be through the finance company. My name is on the car, and my mom's name is on the car as well. My mom would not allow me to do that. No, my mom freaked out when I removed the back seat so we could move stuff from one apartment to the other. So.
Hayabusa motor swap that thing. Do it.
I just don't get the same thing about cars anymore.
Booster motor might actually make more power than this engine.
I don't know if it's just me, but fast cars really doesn't get it for me anymore. Since riding motorcycles.
Dude, I am in the same boat with that.
It's like if I have something fast. It's like I want something fast, my bike will do it. I got that V-Raw. That thing will go, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds.
Yeah, the way I see it now is like even if you had a Vespa scooter, if it's gridlock traffic and you're in a Lamborghini, that Vespa scooter is going to go past it because I'm from California, lane splitting's legal. And I so want to do that now. I want to get a Vespa scooter and lane split past like a fast car who can't go anywhere because the traffic's so bad.
Get a Honda Grom. That's almost as important.
Dude, I want one. But I just have a GSXR right now.
That could be just a trolling channel right there. Just get a Vespa, trolling Vespa, and just find the busiest parts of traffic, and just go past every car and make fun of them about, being standing still and just right on by.
I need to put a bicycle squeaker on it and squeak the horn every time I go by.
When I was in Toronto last weekend, we were walking along and we saw a lady driving by on a Vespa scooter, and I just looked at her and I'm like, she is the stereotypical scooter driver. She was dressed in this like little tight mini dress with a little like one of those funny helmets and the scarf and everything. I was like, wow, you literally look like you belong in Italy right now.
Did her scooter say FLCL?
Not that I know.
Or did it say Italica?
It just straight up said just Vespa. That's all it had. And it looked it was a little white Vespa too. Brand new Vespa. I'm like, just killing me here. Though I wanted to knock her off the bike and steal it because my feet were hurting so bad.
I will admit that I actually want a Vespa just because of an anime. So there's an anime called Fully Cooley, FLCL. The main character rides a yellow Vespa, runs people over.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm gonna do.
It's actually pretty badass anime. They're finally, after like 10, 15 years, they're coming out with the 2nd season.
I like to. There's a couple spots here in town I want to go, and I it might take a few hours, but I like to spend all day and videotape that corner. There's certain spots where people just go straight through a turning lane, and just do a little count up, like ding, ding. Missed a turn. It drives me nuts.
We have a couple of places in Welland where I live that have lots of people breaking the law on it. It's stupid.
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
Oh yeah. Well, you really learn about them when you're like, I didn't notice it nearly as much until I started riding the bike, and then now I'm so much more hyper aware of it because people are assholes.
Have you ever just got back on after riding the motorcycle for a while? You get back in your car and you start driving and you do something wrong. You're like, I'm one of those assholes.
Oh no, I definitely do. Because I know myself. When I'm on my bike, I'm actually pretty chill. Like I feel happy. I don't want to yell at people in traffic. When I'm in my car, I turn into something completely different that I don't necessarily like. My friends actually really enjoy being in the car with me because apparently I'm quite hilarious in my it's like a switch flips in my head and I turn into something completely different.
My dad is that
funny. People make fun of Canadians or whatever, but I get like that too, and I'll be like, "You son of a," and then they put their hand up, and say, "Oh, so sorry," and I'll be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, no problem."
You
go from being super mad to people screw up.
He apologized. He apologized. He's cool.
Sorry, eh?
I actually don't get that way though, and when I'm mad, I am mad. I stay that way. I'll punish them. I will do things with my car just to punish other drivers. Like I'll pace another car, or I'll slow down when they can't pass me and then accelerate when they can pass me and make it so I block them. Like I will do stuff like that, and I don't know why I do it. I just get so angry. Or the one day, these two guys were having this passing war, and they almost hit me. I got so mad that they ended up getting stuck at a light. I rolled my car half on the road, half on the gravel. As I'm riding past them, my hand is out the window, and I'm flipping them both off as I'm going around the corner.
Oh my God.
Like I get so angry, and I don't.
People think I'm crazy.
It's me. I know this, and I don't like driving my car. Being in a car makes me very unhappy because I'd rather be on my bike.
Well, howdy, I can tell you right now, here down in Texas, we don't do that kind of stuff. All we do is just pull out our guns, a little 6-shooters, and we just go have at it.
Yeah, see, when I was driving down in Ohio, I was such a good girl. I'm like, you know what? I know they can carry here. Fuck that. In Canada, though, we don't have to worry about that because carrying a gun around is not the norm in Canada. Like, you're more likely to get stabbed than you are to get shot here.
But if you see a gun, it's scarier.
Yeah. You see a cop walk in with full tactical gear, and you're like, God, what the hell happened? Oh my God, it's so funny too because the one day me and my sister were sitting there, and this police officer comes in full tactical gear, and we're looking at each other, and as soon as he walks out the door, I'm like, well, they're not wrong. A man in uniform looks pretty sexy. With them big guns.
Especially here in where I live, Waco, if you ride a motorcycle, we kind of cross our T's, dot our I's.
Filthy French fries in the house.
Penis, 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 penis.
Thanks.
Penis.
Appreciate
penis.
That.
This is definitely demonetized
now it's a live stream.
If you weren't sure, I was in the side chat saying it went so long now that no one even said penis.
I read that. That's why I said it.
And Sarah's here.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm not usually
you didn't talk about
sugar
this time.
Sugar bush. How's your sugar bush, by the way?
I haven't gotten out there yet, but that'll be tomorrow.
Everyone's like, what?
They have to have been there.
I think it's funny to say sugar bush.
Sugar Bush.
How would Claude say that?
Well, he's not here yet. He said he's doing something.
Bush. With the sugar bush.
No.
Sugar Bush.
That was genuinely creepy. And that sounds like something that you would like randomly like sneak up behind like a person you don't know and just whisper that in there.
Get your hands off my sugar bush.
That's a good way to get shot.
Ooh, yeah. Show me your sugar bush.
Walk up to the sugar bush. Pow! Dead.
You just finished work, Filthy?
What time is it now? About an hour ago. Got home, poured a drink, grabbed the smoke, sat on my bike, and yeah.
You said you're in maintenance, right?
Yeah,
Or what
at
do
the
you
airport.
do? Maintenance.
I take care of all the fuel that goes in those aircrafts. So if you fly out of Edmonton, I check that fuel.
Yeah, that's not a job where you can say, I wonder where this extra bolt goes.
No, I'm not that bad. Shh, don't tell anyone.
I think I'll just go straight from here to Calgary from now on.
Good choice. Good choice.
Oh, you smoke cover good. I'm gonna pop in my second screen. Yeah, I was gonna end this like an hour and a half ago.
Why would you do that? That is silly.
Well, my wife's working for another 3 hours, so
That works.
I'm good.
Playtime. So I got to change my front sprocket, my rear sprocket, my chain, and both tires.
Did you see my Instagram post, Filthy, with the picture of the silver bike?
Yes. Is that new?
That is probably what I'm going to have. Hopefully, I never gave the guy any money yet. But he's willing to do it on payments.
Nice. Well, what is
He
it
works
exactly?
It's a 2003 CBR 600. Everything's original. No computers, no exhaust, nothing. And he's
Nice.
he works with me in the shop. He's a mechanic, and he's planning on. Well, I asked him last year, but he's going to take it on payments and stuff.
Nice.
But I was telling
2003.
people, I was telling people earlier he's looking at moving to Edmonton with a job, but then I just realized one of my coworkers watches this show. So if you're watching this show, please don't tell anyone else at work. He doesn't want people to know yet. But yeah, he's moving away, so he's willing to take payments.
Yeah. Come on down to good old Edmontonia.
I don't even know what city that is. I know it's in Canada.
Find a map, find Alberta, and right in the middle.
What's a map?
I should go do this.
Oh God, what's a map?
It's that app on your phone called Google Maps.
Yeah, so it is nowadays.
But I have an iPhone.
A paper map? What the fuck is that?
Oh my God, paper maps. Sean, like
1980.
he used to use a paper map to do his plans for his bike, and he decided to follow the directions on said map while in Tennessee. He was trying to get across to Cherokee. Yeah, he ended up going down the tail of the dragon at 2 a.m.
So I'm assuming that's bad.
It was that good. Yeah. He said he enjoyed it, but it definitely woke him up. Yeah.
Well, when you're hanging on to a tail of a dragon at 2 a.m, that's pretty sketchy.
Roads in Alberta, there's no tails.
I've been down this road, and it was no, it was not actually, to me, it wasn't as bad as everybody seems to think it is, but I wouldn't want to be riding down it at 2 a.m.
The reason it has its name is because a lot of sport bike riders like to fly down it and they kill themselves.
They do. There's a lot of deaths. But it's not just sports bike riders. Actually, there's more crashes probably with cruisers.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, because you go there down that road fully loaded with passenger. It's the ones with passengers that die a lot. Because passenger will freak out and.
Note to self: don't take passenger.
Don't take passenger.
Oh, it's funny. I went looking at bikes a couple 3 days ago. There's like a brand new. It had maybe like 200 miles on it. It was a Gixxer 1000. Had the seat delete, the back seat delete. It's like, yeah, they were smart.
That's how my GSXR came. No rear seat, no rear pegs.
Yeah, I don't have. I have the passenger stuff for my bike, but I took all that stuff off and I redid the seat, so it's my bike's a single seater right now.
Yeah. To be fair, my bike was missing quite a few parts. Apparently, it didn't even have an air cleaner when I got it.
Just put a pair of pantyhose in there; it'll work.
Yeah, didn't even have the exhaust either. It was straight pipe, no filter.
Were they using it for racing?
No, and like it still had the secondary butterfly valves in it, and it wouldn't go past half throttle.
Basically, they just tore the shit out of it.
Yep. Oh, we got 2 leakies now.
We do.
Leak exception.
Oh my god, it's a leaky convention.
It's gotta go for a smoke.
So I have to apologize. I can't read the side chat. I can't see it. So if anybody's calling me an asshole or whatever, I can't read it. So.
Oh, they're all talking. They're all talking about you right now.
I didn't want to say, but they're all saying how big of a dick you are. They want Claude.
Fucking Claude's gonna take over, man.
So would it be mean if I paid the pizza guy in pennies?
Yeah. Extremely.
I mean, if he was late.
Well, that's what I got. So.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's not completely in pennies, but we don't even accept pennies any longer in Canada. Like they're no longer given out.
Flash them boobs, get it free.
That's what I do.
Not the way this works.
Flash the sugar bush.
Yeah, I tried that the other day. I got slapped.
God.
Yeah, it's when the delivery driver goes, "Oh my."
Yeah, close the door.
I actually had someone at one of the stores. They actually declined my money, and I looked at her and I'm like, "You can't decline it." And she's like, "Why can't I decline it?" Because it's still technically legal tender, and you have to take it. So here you go. I'm leaving now. Have a nice day. And if she was to refuse it, I'd be able to get the item for free because she was not refusing to take my legal money. Yay! Oh, I found another. Oh God, I found another loony. Yay, loonies!
Are you going through your couch or what?
No. My brother handed me a bag of pennies because he didn't want to deal with them. So I have probably about $2 in pennies in this bag. And apparently there was a loonie and a quarter in here too.
And the maximum amount of money that I've had in pennies is like figures close to like $20.
Can anyone see this chat right now?
Oh my god, what is that thing? I'm just kidding.
Let me just count and see how many pesos I still have.
The most money that I've ever had in hand was when my previous job overpaid me, and they called me, woke me up in the morning, told me I couldn't keep it, but that I could look at my bank account and dream about it. It was $54,000 just sitting there in my bank from them.
Oh my god! Yeah, they definitely screwed up.
Mine was 72,000 after I sold my house.
But that was yours. You got to keep it. I didn't get to keep mine.
Yeah, it lasted a month and a half.
What did you buy with?
I have 1,400 pesos.
Nice.
That's like $2.
Yeah, it's like $50, I think.
I have. Let me see here. I have $14 US. That won't get me shit.
I have a
That's
quarter.
about what I have.
Like I heard, isn't Canadian money doing better right now? What's the exchange rate at?
That's like 80% of the U.S., something like
It's
that.
still pretty shit, though. I mean,
Just xe.com, you can see all the transfer rates.
I just really wish that I had bought a lot of American money when we were actually higher than. It would have been a smart move.
I should have bought money when I was high. Was that what you meant?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but
I'm never high. I wish I got.
yeah. I need Canadian money right now.
You and me both, buddy.
I just need money in general.
Same here. I've got about.
GoFundMe!
GoFundMe.
Yeah.
I was
Never gonna happen.
I was expecting to get paid today, and I checked my bank account and it said $5.66.
Oh.
And I said, "Fuck."
You know, my GoFundMe would say, you know, $50,000. We'll post news at $50,000.
So let's see. That's 10.
Yeah, I would definitely sell my sugar bush for $50,000.
God, that's never gonna end, is it?
Never.
Oh.
How much do I have?
Knock this straight up. Wow, I'm live streaming.
You guys are all getting rich off YouTube anyway, right?
What? A woodchuck? I heard woodchuck.
I said no. I said you guys are all getting rich off of YouTube money anyway, right?
Ow, my arm.
With all my not 10,000 views? No, it's never gonna happen.
With all my not monetizing.
Yeah, they're not letting me monetize until 10,000 views. That really sucks.
Oh no, I just don't monetize.
I mean, my YouTube's doing pretty good. I'm kind of a big deal. Got 25 subscribers. I'm kind of a big deal.
You gotta start
So you're saying I'm catching up? But I have 23. The last chat.
People know me.
Oh, how are you a motovlogger and have less subscribers than?
People know me, so I wear a tie.
Well, I don't actually make a whole lot of videos. I do, like our other channel is pretty new, anyways.
I just want to get to 100 subs. I want to make business cards and hand them around at the motorcycle shops here, so I can tell because where I work, they own a motorcycle shop too, right? ATV. And
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm hoping for some weird reason they'll look at my channel and say, "Hey, this guy's a pretty big deal. Let's donate a bike to him."
Oh,
good idea.
That's the dream.
That's the dream. Yes.
The reality is not the same. Just walk in and say, "Hey," walk in and say,
video.
"Get me while it's cheap."
Just ask for like an H2. Just go like do it with
They
them.
got some brand new bikes there. They're model year 2015, but brand new. Didn't leave the showroom.
Any KTM's?
No.
God damn it.
But what I was mentioning earlier, this is the channel that does the it's in the site, like in the Hangouts chat. That's the one that does the fights with the spiders.
Spider fights.
Apparently, he also did a prank with. Apparently, he played a prank on somebody with a spider. Oh, I tell you, I'd kill him. I'd kill him. He'd be dead. He'd be done.
I have pranked somebody with a spider before.
Spiders.
Yeah, so I knew this guy that hated spiders. So like he had a roommate that loved to make fun of him. So what I did was I was like, "Hey, here, take this spider that's in like an aquarium looking thing." It was like a big old spider. I don't even remember what it was, but we left it there for about a few days. And then one day I took like a smaller aquarium, took the spider out, put it in that, and left the lid on top of the aquarium open so it looked like it got out.
You're a bastard. You're an evil man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah,
This guy would be.
he was looking for that spider forever, and I told him, yeah, I removed it from the cage.
I'd beat your ass. I would.
Hey, he wanted to.
Spiders, not happening.
Come on. Your foot is bigger than any spider out there. Just stomp the fucker.
I will
Except
mail
for the
an
bird
empty-
one.
I will mail an empty spider cage to your house.
Yeah, matter. I'll just put.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. Fill it with rum and coke, I guess.
If
So,
anybody
note to
sends
self. Yeah, random packages not getting opened.
It's like spiders, snakes. None of that stuff bothers me. I grew up in the country, so whatever.
I like spiders and snakes.
I spent the majority of my time out in the country when I was a kid. I still am terrified of that. I'm not the snakes. Snakes are fine. Snakes, anything else but spiders. There's spiders and centipedes. Nothing should have that many legs.
Snakes look like wiggly penises.
I have a healthy respect for snakes, though, and I have jumped and screamed when I saw a snake, but it wasn't because the snake. I caught it out of the corner of my eye and it startled me. When I can see them, I'm not afraid of them. It's that silent thing I don't like.
Yeah,
I don't like things that creep.
when they sneak up on you. Like I have almost hit a snake in my shifter cart before. It crawled out onto the track. I saw it last second. I'm so glad I didn't hit it and get wound up.
Yeah, when I think I was 5 or 6 years old, I grabbed the baby rattlesnake, and it hissed at me, and I ran through it.
Yeah, no.
That was terrifying.
Well, especially the babies, they actually have less control than the adults, so you're more likely to get a good a worse bite from a baby than you are from an adult. Nope.
Yep, they just
don't have any.
No, that's why we
We
kill.
don't really have any poisonous snakes around here. We used to, but they got rid of the marshlands, and with the marshlands being gone, the snakes went away.
We had cottonmouths, rattlesnakes, water moccasins, brown recluse.
Nope.
Oh, I
None of
love
that.
those ones. Brown recluse, my favorite.
That's why we started using 7 dust a lot. First time we found any of those around the house, we just put 7 dust in the yard, killed everything.
You know how we kill all that stuff here?
Snow.
Winter.
Yeah, winter does do a good job at it.
It's the reset button.
So what's?
If only that would work on ticks. Ticks need to die.
I remember playing hide and seek when I was little, and all of a sudden, I was hiding in the corner of the house, and next thing I do, my mom was like, "He's like, were you hiding over here?" And I'm like, "Yeah." There's like 9 black widows in that same corner I was in for like about 2 minutes. Just all right there.
No.
So what's the weather for everybody's Halloween?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Hot. Probably hot.
We got no chocolate. Shit.
If it's anything like normal Halloween around here, it's probably gonna snow. Just because.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain here on Halloween, so that's gonna suck. My costume's gonna get all ruined.
We have for some strange reason it always seems to snow on Halloween. Either snow or get super fucking cold.
Hey, Filthy, don't your costumes usually get ruined by the inside out?
Yeah, pretty much. But we won't tell my secret, all right? Shh.
It's funny.
Well, no, I take my kids out, right? My kids go out, and I get something stupid. I don't care what I look like. Fuck it. And I walk around with a giant fucking Bubba, absolutely full to the tits with rum and coke. So I'm the drunk dad walking these kids all over the place. It's fucking awesome.
It's gonna be a cold 65 degrees over here.
Hey.
Halloween.
Well, for you that would be cold.
T-shirt weather here.
Yeah, t-shirt weather. T-shirt, shorts, and flip-flops.
No, I'm thinking thong. Yeah, thong.
I would say that's the exact opposite. It's like I can't handle cold, but I can handle the heat. SCMM, everybody dies like it's so hot. It's so hot. I'm like, bitches, ain't that hot. It's just
for me.
uncomfortable.
I don't mind heat. What I don't like is humidity. So when humidity is super high is when I start getting sick.
Does your hair get all frizzy?
My hair's frizzy all the time.
Don't go to Mexico.
God, I'd end up being a poodle.
Yeah, well, the thing about Mexico is it's hot. It's hot in Mexico. It's humid in Mexico, and there's gnats. Everybody is just surrounded by gnats the whole time.
Well, I didn't notice that when I was down there, but that's probably just where I was. I stayed. I went to Cozumel years back. It was beautiful.
Oh, I was in San Blas.
Fucking Tijuana, man, sucks.
I never.
The cool part about being in San Blas, though, is when we were there was actually a motorcycle meetup going on.
Oh God.
I'm
good.
They're like 13-year-old kids riding on R6s up and down the village road.
What the fuck? How does that happen?
I don't know. Yeah, but the majority of the bikes there were a company called like Italica. Like I think the biggest bore motor they make is 250.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah, but it's like a village runner bike.
From what I understand, though, they use bikes for pretty much everything down there. Like my sister, when she was visiting in the town at one point, there was a couple sitting on a bike, and on the back of the bike, they were also carrying a table.
Drug running's a good one.
No.
What? I'm just saying. Jeez.
Denied.
Pizza delivery? Pizza delivery. How about that one?
Oh my God.
They do that.
Pizza delivery works.
There you go.
I teased my fiance about that one. He said that he can carry on his scooter, he can carry underneath the seat 2 pizzas.
Nice.
I saw a whole family riding on a scooter one time, like a family of 4.
Holy shit.
All of them were in flip-flops. All of them are in like flip-flops or sandals. I think just one of I think the son was in shoes, and that's it.
We had this we called this I nicknamed this town that I live in Scooter Town, because there's so many welfare bums here that that ride around on scooters because they can't afford vehicles. It's ridiculous. And there was this one lady, she was riding around on her scooter, and she was big. Like there was no space on the seat for anyone else, and she had her kids sitting in the front of the scooter. And this is one of those little e-bikes that only goes about 40 kilometers, so it's super slow. It was really bad. Really bad.
Those fuckers ride on the sidewalk. Apparently, it's legal to do that.
Not here, it isn't.
No.
Only the mobility ones are.
Well, I guess they're breaking the law, and I gotta break their legs. So,
go ahead, please do.
They're all putting around on the sidewalks, and it's hilarious. Actually,
we actually have a group that hangs around, and they ride around in a group on these scooters. I'm like, dudes, what do you think you are? You are not a motorcycle club. You are not a riding club. You are a scoot club.
2 wheels, same wind. What the shit was that?
Especially when they modify them to go faster than they're supposed to. Because here, the rule here is anything that rides over 40 kilometers an hour, you have to have a license to ride it. And so all these bikes will go out, and you can buy them, and they're maxed out at 40, but then they'll do stuff to them and modify them to make them faster.
How fast is that in landing on the moon units?
What speed did she say?
40 kilometers.
25
miles an hour. Oh, okay. 25. I'm off. Oops, 10 miles an hour.
Yeah, so not very fast. And they're not supposed to be on them. And then anything between there and I think it's like 80 is
50.
If you were doing for the motorcycle license, it would be, is it 50 for the motorcycle license? Between 40 and 50? Okay.
Yeah,
so but I guess 40 and
80s.
50, the license would be, oh, you're talking about miles.
Miles,
I wasn't going there. Yeah, I think it's like up to 60 kilometers or whatever you said. Is you'd have to have a special license. It's the slow motion motorcycle license. Like they have really weird licensing here in Ontario. If you do your test on a trike, your motorcycle license does not qualify you to ride a motorcycle. It only allows you to ride a trike.
Oh wow.
If you do it on a So you actually have to do the test on a motorcycle. If you ride a motorcycle and you do the test on a motorcycle, you can ride any of the others. But if you do it on a trike, you have to ride a trike.
Here in California, if you have a car license, you can ride a trike.
Yeah, no.
Including sidecars.
It gets more complicated with the T-Rex, I think it is. The one what is it, T-Rex? Yeah. To drive one of those around, you have to have either a motorcycle license or a car license. But if you have both licenses, you get cheaper insurance. So it's strange. It's like they didn't even want to let that vehicle in, so they put that stipulation to keep most people away. Insurance companies, anything they can to do to gouge you for more money.
Not my guy. I got the best insurance guy ever.
Yeah, they all gouge. Just wait till you have to actually do a claim, and then you're no longer dealing with that guy, but you're dealing with the guys at corporate. Then you're fucked.
No, I've had all good experience so far. Maybe it's just you with your shitty attitude.
Flipping people off your car. Flipping people off your car just because
they don't. My insurance company doesn't see that. They haven't seen the amount of times that I've had people try and run me off the road.
But they know.
I've had.
I was telling you that my broker, when I called him, I was doing a move and stuff, and I called him and I said, "Hey, I want to put the Mustang on insurance."
The fuck is that?
He said, "No, it's too early. I'm not doing it," and he hung up on me. He didn't, because he has a Mustang too, and he doesn't want me out too early with all the dirt and shit. So I had to wait a week. I called him back.
That's funny.
I was like, "Can I do it now?" Yeah, okay.
That's hilarious. Yeah, no, my for here, like my insurance guy that I speak to, he's really nice. And they really they help me out a lot. But with my claim that I've been going through, I've been having to jump through a bunch of fucking hoops to get any help with that motorcycle accident I had last year. They've been fighting
it out.
Yeah, they do. They super drag it out. I'm still fighting them now. Apparently, I'm probably going to have to go to at least 8 appointments total to prove that my back is injured, including a psych eval that they're going to try and prove that I'm unstable and that I don't deserve insurance. I don't understand how the stability of a person's mental state has anything to do with the fact that some asshole ran them off the road.
Why didn't you get them to watch all the live streams you're on? They'll figure it
out. Yeah, no. Let's not do that. I just really wish I had videoed what had happened that day. And it's going to make it really interesting for my court case because the other person that was there that day, he passed away earlier this year.
Oh, that's convenient.
No, he passed away at the wheel and hit a tree. So fortunately, he hit a tree instead of somebody. But he was old, like super old. So
well,
now
I
can't even.
I remember you telling that story way back when.
Not to be dark, but that sounds like it would only prove your case.
See, Judge, this motherfucker killed himself. He almost killed me, and now he killed himself.
No, the witness that I was riding with. The guy that I was riding with, not the car.
Can I get a witness?
Oh.
No, the guy that had caused the accident in the first place. When I lost my job, I actually left the country for 3 months, and my passport lapsed, so I couldn't get home in time for the court case to go after the guy. So he got off completely with no charges.
Hire a hitman.
Well, he bought my bike for me, so that was at least one thing. But I just want to not have to worry about, like, especially when I'm moving down to the States.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna have kindergarten. And eventually I'm gonna need surgery on my back because of it.
I hurt my back. I hurt my back at my last job. I never filled out a report or nothing. I should have. I'm okay.
Why is everybody speaking English? This is a fucking live stream, you dickbag. Hey, let me talk about Mac. Fuck you. Fuck. Go brush your teeth. Fucking Jesus.
What's going on?
Are
we having Tourette's?
He's trying to get in on the live stream. Let me talk about Mac. Hey, fuck off. Get away from my phone, you piece of shit.
Tourette's.
The Asperger's.
What's funny is Filthy probably actually thinks there's two people.
The talent. I love growing up.
Bash was in the side chat, Filthy.
Why?
Filthy?
I can't see it. I'm on my phone.
No, but he's saying hi.
Who's saying hi?
Bash.
Oh, hey, Bash. Haven't seen you in a while. Get in here. Talk.
Do you want him in here? I could send him. I'll just put it in the freaking side chat. Bash, you want in or what?
I haven't heard from Bash in a while. Who is this fucking Bash guy? Fuck, he's a friend of mine. Jesus Christ, get away from me. And I'm telling you, go brush your fucking teeth. It smells like tuna, man.
What's wrong with that?
What, smell like tuna?
Yeah.
There's so many things wrong with that.
I mean, as long as there's a hint of hot sauce in there, you're good.
I guess.
Hey, Bash, I'm going to put it in the side chat. Just jump on because I'm going to delete it.
I want tuna now.
Hey,
after some of the people that have popped
in. Why do you need toilet paper? You've been in the bathroom for like an hour.
Filthy French fry show. That'd make a funny cartoon.
Day in the life of someone with a multiple personality disorder.
It's not multiple personalities. It's about what?
Part of me actually wishes I had that.
Hey.
Hi, Bash.
Hey.
Bash in here?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm here.
Good, Bash. Yes. Good. Dude, how you doing?
Not too bad, eh?
Eh? Is it snowing up there, eh?
No, it will be down here from you, eh? Unless you go another way around, eh?
Oh yeah, you're south, eh?
Yeah. Fucking Canadians.
It just took forever to update. Huh. My pizza place, they've been sitting at quality check for about 10 minutes. If you're taking that long to check the quality of my food, I don't think I want to know what you're doing to my food.
They're putting boogers in.
Bugs and cum.
I bought myself a pizza from Pizza Hut. They were like
I actually wouldn't doubt it.
Then they sent me a free medium pizza saying, "We're sorry for being."
I go to Domino's because in this area they're the fastest. I did cheat today because I've been really good the last couple of days and I need something now.
It's gonna show up at your doorstep and be cold.
Or half-eaten.
It might. You know what though? I've gotten nothing but good pizza from these people, so I think I'll be fine.
No, it'll be good. It'll just be cold.
I think Claude should get a pizza delivery job.
Well,
yeah.
I actually have a microwave right beside my desk, so I'm good if it's cold.
Handy.
It is. It's super handy to have a microwave here.
That just sounds lazy.
I got a microwave. I just got nothing to put in it.
Wish I thought of that.
Yeah, I know, right? I need to have a fridge in here, then I'll be good.
Put a spoon in your microwave. See what happens.
I'll be right back. No, thank you.
Yeah, I've got a microwave too, but I'm from Bakersfield, so the microwave is you just hold it in the sun for a few seconds and you're good to go.
Shut the hell up. Well, I got some depression food left. Some noodles.
Oh. Good old Ichiban.
Ichiban? No, I got penicillin. That took care of that.
Oh.
Maruchan?
Fuck it. You know, the cardboard noodles that you boil?
Cardboard noodles, pizza pockets. What else is depression food?
KD, Kraft Dinner, always.
Kraft Dinner,
okay.
dry cereal.
The beans and wieners. Shut up. Go away.
Beans and wieners, yeah. Actually, I like taking the maple flavored beans. Just fry up some onions first till they're black and then mix it in with the maple bean. That's pretty good.
Hey, you know when you open a can of maple beans, you get that big chunk of like lard in, or that big chunk of meat in it?
Yeah, you give that to Claude.
Yeah. No, you ever chew on that thing? It's delicious. Just like mow down on that big chunk of goo.
No, you mash it in with the beans, mix in some lard, mash it all together. You're good to go. You got the best refried beans in the business.
Nummy.
I just make my own beans here at home.
I hate those beans that got that one little chunk of meat in it. Like, why the hell even put it in there? Like,
it makes it put some flavor in the beans.
Oh, I'll flavor my beans, thank you.
So that was super awkward.
No.
I went to hand him the money and I dropped the change.
Oh,
and I had to
totally
pick it up.
thought you were going to say the pizza delivery guy had a boner.
No, but see, I dropped the change. And then I helped pick the change up, hand him the money, and then he drops a $5 bill. And I'm like, I ended up saying, what did I say?
He wanted you to do it again.
No, I said, don't be doing me.
oh.
And I'm like, oh my God. Oh God. No, I just literally looked at him. I'm like, have a good day.
you bent over for the guy, is what you're saying.
I apparently I offered to.
Hence the reason you had the pizza delivery guy, who is about 16 years old, had a boner.
He's like, no thanks, I'll take one. No
the
thanks,
thing
I want
he didn't show up with said boner, but he had one afterwards for sure.
Why are you laughing all the time, Taragnak? Quit laughing. What? I'm having fun.
Fuck you, motorcycle going down the street because I don't have one.
Hey, I've already had to park mine, and it's still nice outside.
Yeah, it's like 15 today. I could have been driving.
I think try to get out tomorrow. And ride.
I need a new front sprocket, rear sprocket, chain, and 2 new tires.
Wait, you put a sprocket wheel? Just kidding.
What? Pocket rocket? What? I've got one of those. Oh, damn.
Said too much.
TMI.
Yeah, the pizza guy was just doing quality control on the customer. And you out.
Give the poor guy a boner.
He was trying to get the sugar bush, obviously.
He's having the best day at work ever.
Yep.
I used to deliver pizzas. It's a shit job.
I feel
come
bad
now.
for people that do it. I can imagine. I can imagine it's quite dangerous at times too.
But this guy witnessed the sugar bush.
I used to deliver to one place, and every single time they order the same time every week. And I get to their house, I'm knock, whatever. Take them about 4 or 5 minutes to come to the door, and every time it looks like he just had sex. I'm like, fuck, man, why'd you order the pizza then? You know. So I think the last couple of times they ordered pizza, I waited like 10, 15 minutes before I left.
Oh, fuck Claude. Asshole. That was right in my mouth, too. Jesus, I tasted that one.
Yeah, I hate those.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Especially if you've just taken like a pill and you burp right after. Oh.
Or if it tastes like the nut you swallowed 2 hours earlier.
The nut I busted.
Hey, why are you laughing so much? Stop laughing.
What I do on Fridays is my business.
Hey, we won't judge you.
That's the future.
There is no judgment in live stream.
I mean, we would only judge you if you said you didn't do it.
Let's wait for you to leave.
This is a professional live stream here, eh? No fooling around.
We are all professionals and we all wear ties. And thongs. I so have to do a ride in a mankini. Sorry. That's next year's plan.
You honestly should. Just like
denied. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Do it.
Oh well.
Don't be that guy.
Seraphina's like totally no. So I'm totally doing it, and I'm gonna put her name all over the screen.
Well, you see,
hey, you should put a.
The problem is you wouldn't be the first person that I saw having or wearing a mankini while on a motorcycle, because it happens every Friday the 13th at Port Dover. There's a dude that walks around in either a silver or gold thong, and sometimes he'll carry a whip, and he rides. The funniest part about it is he gets more harassed about the fact that he rides a Honda than the fact that he wears this event.
That sounds so delicious.
It's called having confidence. He's just a really confident rider.
You know that all I could think about when he says he's going to ride in a mankini is just how freaking cold it's here. How crazy! Not the fact he's in the mankini. It's just
And you know what the funny part, Leaky, is? I'm gonna have a GoPro pointing right at my ass. What the shit?
Sab keeps getting text messages.
Edit in the video the entire time. Do you
They
like?
keep sending him nudes.
Yeah, that's me actually.
Times 6:46. Oh crap! I brought my wife to work today, and I got to pick her up.
You guys are in the future.
Welcome to the future.
Well, where are the lottery numbers?
Hour ahead, 50 years. Oh shit! I gotta get lotto too.
God, fuck! I forgot to buy mine. God damn it! Mac.
It's okay. Claude got him. Claude picked him up.
Yeah, I hope so. He's every fucking number is probably 69.
It only goes to 49.
He'll crayon it in.
Grab on that guy. Lost again.
What was it bad when I got to 69 subscribers that I didn't want any more?
I think Indy wasn't Indy mine at 69.
I'm at 73 now. Not at
69. 73.
73.
73, bye. Rebecca Adams in the side chat.
So, who's going to be buying a filthy t-shirt? Yes. Go ahead. 4 days left only. Yay.
If I had money, I'd have everyone's shirts.
I'll see if I have enough money.
So on my screen right now is the the dude I was talking about.
Sexy.
Mm-hmm. He changes it up. He brings a couple of outfits usually.
That's Filthy's friend.
What? Yeah, it is actually. Who is that? Let me zoom in. Show me a better picture of that.
Oh, let me put it. There we go.
Yeah, I think I know him. Yep. I think that's cousin Claude's dad.
So your uncle?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's true.
There you go. You want to close up? There it is. Apparently, he's got a little heart tattoo on his ass. No. This was the winter one right here. He wore this, and this was one that happened in February with snow on the ground.
Wow, he's packing. I'm impressed.
Is that a squirrel?
Oh, it reminds me of that one scene from Full Metal Jacket. I think he's got a heart on.
At least he wears gloves when he rides.
Yeah, so he doesn't touch his package.
We still touch it.
I'm all over mine. What? Oh, there you go. He's not a little man, is he?
No.
He's got some moves going on there.
Yep. And nobody, the funniest part about it is there's a few people smiling, but for the most part, nobody's paying attention because he's just such a fixture there.
That's sad.
Oh, look, Naked Man.
He's kind of like famous. Like everybody who goes there expects to see him there.
Yeah, no, like he's always there. I don't think I've gone to one of these events that he hasn't been there.
Because he's looking for you.
No, he's definitely been going there a lot longer than I've been.
Ride across the country looking for that infamous sugar bush.
Coming.
Yeah. So, Leaky, when's the wife getting home? 2 more hours?
2 more hours, she's finished work, but I do have to run out very soon and do stuff that I should have been doing.
Oh, shit. Wait till tomorrow.
This 1 hour live stream is a little bit more than an hour.
What, close to 3?
Yes. Speaking of which, I gotta get going too.
Yeah. So I'd say it's another 10 minutes. I'm shutting her down.
Ooh, you suck.
All right. Well, I'm gonna dip out right now.
Okay, see you later.
I think there's
Bye,
one.
dude.
All right. Thank you for inviting me, Leaky.
It's a pre-show.
No problem. This is a pre-show.
He's dipping out.
He's pre-evacuating.
No, I only dip in. I only pull out.
Oh, there we go.
You're pre-evacuating.
When you pull it out, does it fart?
Wrong hole.
Didn't you see the exit only sign?
All right. Well, if you guys are having a stream later on, I don't know. Just let me know, and I'll see if I can join in.
Next one's Sunday.
All right.
Sunday.
Somebody remind me when it goes live so I don't miss it this time.
Yeah, it's fun streaming until Indy shows up.
That's about how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm always streaming.
All right, we'll see you all later.
Condition. You might want to get that checked out.
Bye, Indy.
Yeah. Later. Yeah, I know the penicillin hasn't kicked in yet.
Bye, Felicia. We got penicillin on standby.
I gotta stop watching these shark videos. Ever since I watched Shark Week, it always queues up as recommended videos for me, shark videos.
Isn't Shark Week every month?
When you watch one, you get recommended videos.
I don't know. There might be a Shark Week every month. There might be. No, that's quite often.
I think I could handle getting an arm or a leg munched off, but if he bit my junk off, I think I'd just want to just say, keep eating the rest of me, buddy.
Yeah, what would you play with then?
I know. Claude
I think
wouldn't
I'll
have
just let
anything to
them
look at.
not. I think for me, I would prefer them not to bite anything off. You know, which is why I let them stay in their ocean and I stay on my land.
But if you had a choice.
If I had a choice, I'd let them bite your junk off.
Biting something else.
Dick move.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to. Yeah, well, technically, I guess it is a dick move.
As long as I can outswim Filthy.
Fucking Leaky. Fucking Leaky would push me in the water. Here, fucking eat this guy.
Honestly, if I ever got my stuff bit off, I would probably just say screw it and just go on estrogen. It's like, you know, I'm not going to become a full-blown woman.
Go on estrogen. Just grow tits. Yahoo!
I'll tell you this right now. If I ever got into an incident with a shark, I'd probably fight every bit I could. Punch the shit out of it.
Sorry. I'd be shitting in my swim pants.
I could see a shark. I could see a shark biting Filthy and stop and say, "Fuck this! I'm going vegetarian."
Fish are friends, not food.
I'm just so salty. They'll just go. Please.
So you see that they say I don't eat junk food?
Exactly.
Filthy is friend, not food.
Filthy is friend.
Well, I haven't laughed. Hey, don't bring Claude into this. He's going to come out in the garage with me, and I'm smoking my cigarette in peace here.
Oh my god! I just thought of something. You know who you remind me of? The sloth from Ice Age.
Who are you talking about?
That's who you remind me of. Filthy does.
Oh god.
The sloth.
Sid?
Yeah.
Or Sid?
But Sid, yeah, Sid the sloth, yeah. But I'm not slow in any way, shape or form.
Well, he wasn't slow either.
As I'm doing the finger guns as I say that.
Pew pew.
That's funny. Oh my god. You're now going to be called Sid, and forever in my mind that's going to be there.
What, Sid? You're going to call me Sid now?
Sid, yeah.
Great.
No more Filthy for your Sid.
That's weird.
Now I got to come up
with your name.
That would be hilarious if it was.
Not even close. So I have an idea for a video coming out which includes Filthy and Claude in the same video. So it should be fucking hilarious. I hope.
I'll have to come down there and we do a video together.
Fuck yeah! Well, when are you coming up or down or east, west,
west,
south,
north, south? I don't know. Probably when I go to pick up my son close to Christmas. Probably.
Roger that. Well, you fire me off a text or Instagram me or
Yes, I don't have your phone numbers.
Well, I'm not going to give that out. I don't want dick pics.
Just say it right now. Right now.
You need his phone number. It's usually on any cubicle toilet in Alberta.
Oh, Bash slaps me with a good one.
I'll just call the airport and ask for Filthy.
Yeah, they'll know what you're talking about. They'll send you to the laboratory or cleaner dudes.
I'm looking for the Filthy French fry.
You probably get
okay,
on the phone.
I'll send you to the cafeteria.
Pretty much.
All right, guys. Thanks for dropping in. Greatly appreciate it.
Good
No
time.
problem. I always enjoy these.
Best 1 hour live stream.
God.
Sorry for talking so much.
I know. You gotta shut that up.
Fuck, my ears are bleeding. Bash was just talking so much.
Sorry for talking so little.
Oh, I forgot to tell the side chat my big secret. Well, anyway, here it goes.